When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do your dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back the time, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like big folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do your dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back the time, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like big folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do your dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back the time, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like big folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do your dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back the time, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co.
All right, good morning and welcome in here on this Wednesday morning as we are bringing you Tingle and Co. live from Southern Regional Medical Center as we do every single day. West Gen, 8 a.m. now and still starts later. We bring you 2 hours of a show every single day. If y'all want to be sticklers about if it starts at 8 a.m. or not, it's going to be from whenever it starts. It's going to be 2 hours plus. So you're getting your full experience of Tingle and Co. regardless.
I usually feel guilty with this speech, but not today.
Not today.
Not my fault. Nobody's fault.
Nobody's fault.
Look, listen, we like to have a little bit of a preamble.
It's how you get the show. If you want us to just go straight into it, we're not going to be as comfortable in rocking and rolling. We have to really set the foundation pre-show.
And for the world of the people that, think maybe this show is a little too PG-13, you don't want the pre-show.
Yeah, he's got to get those things out.
Yeah.
To get this thing rocking and rolling. But we appreciate you in here. Starting your morning with us, starting every morning with us as we bring you Tingle & Co. here live from Southern Regional Medical Center. And it is brought to you by our friends over at FanDuel every single day. FanDuel has partnered up with us for the year of 2026, and they will bring you our show every single. So make sure you download the FanDuel Sportsbook app or go to the website. I'm firing the app up right now to double check some lines on some LSU men's basketball today, guys. How about that?
How about that?
Kentucky favored by 8.5 against the Tigers. An 8.5 point spread for the Wildcats over the Tigers. Money line at plus 290 for LSU to win and minus 375 for Kentucky. So obviously the Wildcats are the favorites. Give me Kentucky cover.
Yeah.
It seems like a bad spot LSU men's basketball is in right now. We're not talk too much about it, and just be ready to watch it. I think it's 11:30 a.m. tip, so right after, probably when this show ends, you'll get ready for some LSU men's hoops if you're interested. But the real conversation is happened last night. That's LSU baseball as they finally get a midweek win. It's been a while.
We had to call in the big guns.
Oh, yeah?
Had to switch up the seating a little bit.
Yeah, had to make something happen.
Shout out to our friends over at Southern Regional Medical
Jason,
Center.
Charles, BJ, the whole crew here at Southern Regional took good care of us at the game last night as LSU baseball wins 8-4 over Creighton in the midweek. Obviously, some midweek woes the Tigers have had. They lose to McNeese 2 weeks ago, and then last week I know the Monday game was not a midweek, so to speak, but it was outside of the weekend rotation. They lose that one. Then they lose to ULL on Wednesday. They obviously end up losing the series this past weekend, but they hadn't won a midweek in quite a while, and they were on a skid overall. And they right both of those ships last night and get an 8-4 victory over Creighton, with 7 unanswered runs scored in that game, as LSU was down 4-1 at one point in that ball game, and it was not looking wasn't looking good at one point. Felt very, very similar to just some of the losses that they've had recently, where it was like, I think LSU struck first, scores in the bottom of the first after a clean first inning, and then in the top of the second they give up some runs to Creighton. They follow up with that in the third. I think Creighton scores 2 more then to put LSU down 4-1. LSU battles back, makes it 4-2 in the fourth, and then gets shuts them down in the fifth before they explode for 4 runs on that grand slam from Omar Serna. And in the moment, Lloyd, we talked about it. First off, 2 claps to Omar Serna, 455 feet. At 109 off the bat. That's quite the way to have your first homer of your LSU baseball career. It's to go 455 on a rocket for a grand slam. After he had gone up earlier in the game, bases juiced, struck out, gets a second chance, 455 feet.
Yeah, we were, enjoying the game together, and I look at you as like bases. He said first time up with bases loaded. I go, he's got the bases loaded again. And this is one way to capitalize on it. That was an absolute no-doubter into the 4. I would love to hear that's a big old
Pucker up on that bad boy.
Because that thing was a rocket. And Omar Serna put all that ass into that one because the body doesn't lie. You'd put one on a tee for him, and he absolutely delivers. Needed it because, like you said, LSU got off to quite a, what?
It just felt eerily similar.
Auspicious start. Yeah,
Yeah.
It feels it's like a LSD trip when you want to go to bed and hopefully you wake up normal. You wake up, you're like, oh, I'm still tripping, and like you're still in this fog of what LSU baseball has kind of been on the skid with, and you had a moonshot take you out of it, and then LSU since then was starting to play their brand of baseball again.
Yeah, there were some big plays mixed in that game, but that Omar Serna grand slam, it kind of felt like it could be one of those moments that really kind of maybe lights a fire, gets this thing back right.
Just shook you up
finally
again.
The ball bounced your way.
Yeah.
Even though it didn't really bounce, it was more so
Bounced
crushed.
like train tracks.
As Omar Serna it was a rocket, man, to put LSU up in that game. That put them ahead 6-4, and they score 2 more in the bottom of the 8th on a Jake Brown homer to get the 8-4 victory last night. Shout out to the Tigers. who pull off the win. I do have some sound from Jay Johnson. Shout out to John Eads, who does great work covering the Tigers. We sent him a little video of him grinding in the press box last night. He got some sound from Jay Johnson's post-game presser. One of those huge moments, there was a rocket off the bat when Plog was pitching right at the shortstop, and Milam makes one of the sexiest plays you'll see this baseball season, where he's kind of diving towards the 6 hole, snags it right before it hits the dirt, and it was one of those plays that helped propel LSU into bouncing back and coming back to win that baseball game.
Also, something to monitor, because it looks like the way that he landed looked like a little bit of a shoulder situation.
You think so?
Yes. Well, this is me, like, not only watching the play, like, you'll see it here whenever you watch it, but also reading between the just a little hyperextension of the shoulder. Watch when he gets up. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And then, great play.
Great play.
Honestly,
Yeah, phenomenal.
had to have it, because it's one of those that can.
Well, this is
LSU
still
is-
a point in
well,
the game where it wasn't bouncing your way.
LSU has, this could have been a big inning. This is one that could. It's a run saving play. It's something that LSU, whenever you're not doing the little things right, sometimes you have to do the extraordinary things to be able to get out of it. Unbelievable play by probably the best fielding shortstop in the country. But then Jay did this post game, and he was kind of slid it in there. He's like, phenomenal play by, what I think is the best shortstop in the country. And for him to gut it out after that, and I was like, ooh, let me go back and look at it. And then you see that. So just something to kind of monitor there for the next couple days, months, weeks, years.
But it was a hell of a play, more than anything else. It was a huge play in the moment in that game, because you were still at a point, I think you were still down 2-1 at that point.
About to be 3-1.
Where it was about to be 3-1. It felt like things just weren't going LSU's way. And Jay Johnson talked about it. I put it in the document. Shout out to our guy, John Eads. Does a great job covering those post-game pressers. But Coach Johnson talking about the moment in that game and what that play meant for LSU's ability to put it together and move forward with a victory, because obviously it was a much-needed win, and they were able to get it done. But it's because of plays like this from Stephen Milam early on in that ball game to make sure they kept it close enough to close the gap. Here's Jay Johnson talking about it.
Well, with the difficulty from the mound early in the game, they were massive, particularly Steve's play right there. I mean, to get out of that inning at 2-1 is probably the reason we won the game tonight, because a couple of the losses that we have, I've talked about this, like just staying out of that big inning, and if that ball gets by him, it's 4-1 or 5-1, and they still got a guy or two on base, and it's a tough spot, but he's the best shortstop in the country. I wouldn't trade him for anybody, and it's shows his value, at times like that, and then gutting out the rest of the game, and I mean he's just making very difficult plays look very routine right now, because that wasn't the only good play of the night.
There he is. Jay Johnson talking about Stephen Milam. That play was huge in the overall outcome of the game. He said Milam, he said he gutted it out, finishing out that game. So we'll obviously keep an eye on what that meant. But speaking of injuries, Chris Stanfield returns to the diamond after his battle with his injury that he suffered at the beginning, the first series of the season against Milwaukee. Finally gets back on the field last night. Gets a standing ovation when he checks in the pinch run for Reeves. Then he walks to the box for his first AB, gets a standing ovation. And then, of course, how fitting is it, the final out of that ball game is a fly out to left field. Here's Jay Johnson talking about the return of Chris Stanfield last night for LSU.
Yeah, well, I mean, it goes up as a completely different feeling, and that's not taking anything away from any of the guys. Thought Tanner played a good game tonight. I mean, he got on base twice, big 2-strike hit, and Jake ended up getting him in with a 2-out hit or hit one hard and low. I don't know if it was hit or an error. Got on base, the next step back. So I was very pleased with that, but I thought it was a good time to get him on his feet again for 4 or 5 innings. I didn't know, if he'd get 1 or 2 at bats. I was really hoping once we got 2 on the board, we could get him up for a second time, but hit off the machine today. He's completely cleared, he's 100% cleared, but there's a arc to doing this responsibly that, I'm trying to manage, but man, I love having him back, and as he deserves. It was great to hear the fans get so excited because he's one of the most underrated contributors to what we did last year. Talking about the SEC leader in doubles. Very good conference of hitters, and he had more doubles than anybody else. And the defense, the base running, the clutch hitting, he kind of had the kill shot, I thought, against West Virginia in the Super Regional last year. And obviously, big 2-run single in Omaha to take the lead in the national championship. He's a very vital player to what we're doing. Should we have lost a few games without him? I don't think so. But I'm really happy he's back in the mix.
Shot right there at the end. That's your national championship outfield back out there. And Chris Stanfield, Derek Curiel, and Jake Brown, who did a great job. It was good to see Stanny back out there last night. Get back in rhythm, and obviously be huge for LSU moving forward. Wyatt, what were a couple of the things for you last night that stood out, maybe caught your eye in LSU's ability to win that ball game?
I think we talked about it on Monday when I was last here, and you saw it a little bit last night, which was good to see. The fact that they went down early, 4-1. You had a couple of early innings where it did look like, the last couple of games where the ball hasn't been bouncing your way, you can't get that big breakthrough inning. And then they continued to respond to the adversity, and they finally did kind of get up off the mat, which is what I said on Monday, and come back and, you win the game 8-4, and Jay talked about it in his post-game press conference. I think that was the most impressive thing to me. Still wasn't a perfect game. You still have issues with leaving runners on third base with less than 2 outs. And there's still a lot of things to work on. But the fact that you responded to adversity, you were able to get up off the mat and go win that ball game. You finished on a 7-0 run, I guess, if you want to put it like that. And then obviously Stanfield being back out there is awesome. I wish I could have been there for the standing ovation.
Yeah.
And hopefully that brings a nice moment for the team and hopefully fires them up and go win a series this weekend against Vanderbilt.
That would be huge. We had that answer from Jay Johnson talking about what he saw from his team when they were down 4-1 early on in that game. Wyatt we talked about it a lot throughout the first 2 shows this week on Monday and yesterday getting ready for that game is mentally, can you get up off the mat, like Wyatt said? And they were down 4-1 last night. And it felt, like I said, eerily similar to a lot of those losses this year where you couldn't get it right. You weren't in a rhythm. You couldn't get things to go your way. They go from Ricken to Davi, and Davi doesn't go out there and perform up to he walks a guy, he gets pulled. Some really, really big innings from Deven Sheerin, who comes in that game. That shows you how much it meant to win that one, because Sheerin and now also Santiago Garcia, to me, are 2 of your 3 best bullpen arms right now. It's Guidry, Sheerin, and Garcia are the guys that in moments you're going to trust. It's 2 righties and a lefty. You obviously still want to see if you can get Rizzy going. They threw Plog out there for a while. He performed well. You've got Williams, you've got Cowan, who still are kind of on the back burner trying to get right. But here's Jay Johnson talking about the mindset, what he saw from his team as they battle back from down 4-1 last night to win it 8-4.
Phenomenal. Yeah, much better than we have. And that's going to be important. We're playing in that game 30 times in a row. That's what's coming up, And then Tuesday, you see how everybody's coming in here, making it the 7th game of the World Series, and we've earned that. You know what I mean? And so you have to be at your best. Those guys that threw tonight, Rizzy, Sheerin, Santi, Plog, they're twice-a-week guys, you know what I mean, for the rest of the year. And so, we just got to keep growing so we can handle everything that's coming our way. And I thought they should develop a lot more confidence in that situation based on how they responded in the game tonight. Phenomenal.
Should inspire confidence in how they battled back, and I hope it does. What inspired confidence in me, it was the pitching performance from those last two guys that I named. You get the win from Sheerin. He goes 2 1/3 with 4 strikeouts, only 1 walk and 1 hit. Obviously, no runs scored. Garcia, 2 2/3, 1 hit, 4 strikeouts as well. He had 11 strikeouts on the night, and 8 of them came from those two guys. Garcia gets the save. Shout out to Lloyd's mic'd up fantasy team.
Oh, yeah,
Garcia
big
gets
day.
the save there. Rizzi also goes 1 2/3, gives up 2 hits, 1 strikeout, no runs scored. The 4 runs for Creighton go to Ricken and Plog, who both went. Ricken goes an inning, Plog goes an inning and a third. But I thought Sheerin and Garcia were good to see last night. They both pitch. They pitched 40 and 44 pitches respectively, which would mean they probably can still go this weekend because they'll be needed. Those are 2 of the most important out of the pen, huh, Lloyd?
Yeah, you're starting to see what Jay was alluding to when he talked about the arms that I guess the forearms that he, I guess, quote unquote, trusts.
Yeah.
Maybe. And you saw that. Then he even kind of went a little further in some of the post game, where it's like these guys are becoming 2 appearance a week guys. Mm-hmm. So clearly, this is who you're going to roll with moving forward. I do think Plog kind of got a raw deal. I think he pitched better than what the numbers show.
Yeah.
And obviously, because you're coming into a tough spot when you have Dathy go in, 4 pitches walk, and it's, well, you're coming out.
Yep.
And you've seen Jay have the early hook for these types of situations where, like, that's not what you're in the game to do. It's not to give away free passes. It's to go and compete. And so Plog gets thrown in and has to kind of do a little bit of damage control. But what you saw from Garcia, I think the one thing that you haven't seen from him, obviously rough start. The first time he came out, the last 3 have been excellent.
Very good.
And then you saw him extend for the first time.
Yep.
It wasn't just a spot where you're a matchup guy. It was, all right, roll the ball back out there, go get him.
Yep.
And to see Garcia be able to go and do that, it kind of adds a little bit of, okay, look, a lefty out the pen that you can kind of trust. Because at Oregon, he was filth. Mm-hmm. And he can run it up to, low 90s, and then he has one of the best breaking balls in the country, according to the metrics. But the one thing that I will say that is a bit of a concern, because you do have Vanderbilt this weekend, is you had to go to Sheerin in the game against Creighton. But that obviously was a we're not losing this baseball game situation.
Yeah, we need it to get right.
Yeah, so we need to get a win. So that's your winning pitcher also on the staff for the Mindy J. Johnsons.
There you go.
That's all of us, boys.
There you go.
All did the draft.
Come on now. But yeah, no, I mean, you that shows you, because me and you said it when we watched it. That shows you how important this is. I mean, he goes 2 1/3. Sheerin does. I mean, and extremely important, because you don't win the game if he doesn't come in and kind of shut that thing down.
Who else would you go to?
And you've got right now, what do you think, 3 or 4 guys that they will go to and trust? I know for sure 3. Garcia as a lefty, Plog is kind of right there.
Rizzi's fringe.
Then you
Sheerin for sure,
and Guidry for sure.
You got 2 for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm interested to see how they use Rickett moving forward, because he gave you a great
right.
inning-ish. Like, there was a lot of flashes there, but a couple things that still need to be cleaned up, and we'll talk to JD about this at 8:30. But still had hit by pitch, wild pitches, pass balls, misses on throws to first base, 2 errors. Like, so all of those things that you didn't necessarily play the cleanest baseball game. Not everything is fixed, quote unquote, but to be able to have if you're going to do that, you have to respond offensively. They were able to put up a crooked number and then kind of run away with it at the end. So good to see Jake Brown for no reason homers. Just let me. I want to kiss the scoreboard too.
Yeah.
And so that was nice to see as well for the team.
It was. So we'll take a quick break here. We'll come right back. Jacques Duceay is going to join us, the sports director over at WFB, who is celebrating his 25th anniversary with WFB. So we'll be right back after a quick break with JD.
It's longer than most marriages.
Wardo's was created in honor of Alan Ward Branning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Wright Granding at Go Martin on the Go Deli.
Go Mart has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff.
Where everyone is family.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's a repair, a replacement, or a storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
All right, welcome back here as we are live on this Wednesday morning, rolling through hour number one. Talking about some LSU baseball, plenty of LSU sports going around. Like we said, it is getting into one of the best parts of the sport calendar here in the month of March, and we are joined by the best in the business, Jacques Duceay, the sports director over at WFB, joins us here every single Wednesday morning. JD, good morning. Thank you for joining us. One second. We'll make sure we got JD. Some technical difficulties getting the phone rolling.
Hold on.
Let's see here.
Go ahead, JD.
Can you hear me?
There we go. Now we got you. Good morning, JD. Thank you.
No problem. Good morning.
Obviously, it is one of, it's getting into one of the best parts of the sport calendar where you get to SEC baseball. I think SEC softball's begun already. And then you're getting into March Madness for both men's and women's basketball as men's has the SEC tournament this week. I want to start with women's basketball. Last weekend, obviously a big victory in the quarters over Oklahoma, and then fall short to South Carolina once again in the semifinals there before the Gamecocks lose to Texas in the SEC title game. What did you see from Kim Mulkey's squad last weekend?
Well, I think that's what they've done basically every year that Coach Mulkey's been here. They've been able to get the double bye, play in the quarterfinals, win a game, and then lose in the semis. I think one year LSU might have reached the finals and lost to South Carolina. That might have been the year that Flage's brother jumped over the sports table and stuff. I think even the national championship year, they won a game and then they lost to Tennessee there in the semis. They had a huge lead and then lost. I think that they basically held serve. I think it is frustrating to add another loss to the long losing streak to South Carolina. I hate to say that the game went about exactly how you might feel it would go, but it did. You just had the feeling that LSU is going to play South Carolina close. They're going to fight tooth and nail, but they're always going to be about 5 points away, 7 points away, and be unable to make the final charge in the fourth quarter. And that's what happened. I mean, certainly there's been some talk and some clips that have circulated about the LSU team kind of losing their cool and a lot of bickering and a lot of jaw-jacking amongst themselves. I think that's just the South Carolina frustration and fatigue setting in amongst the team. I was not really pleased with the Michaela Williams clip of pushing away Bob Starkey. I didn't like that at all. I would imagine that just as the Grace Knox technical foul and incident happened at Ole Miss was addressed internally and nipped in the bud, I would hope that's going to be the case here with what happened in the SEC tournament. Certainly they've got a week, unlike the men, in which they're off and won't play again, basically 2 weeks, I guess, before they play a game, and to rest up and to kind of, reset and talk about some of these things. But it does appear that they'll be the highest seed in the NCAA tournament. They've been under Coach Mulkey. As usual, they'll have a viewing party at the PMAC on Sunday night when the brackets are unveiled, and we'll see how it sets up for them and who they've got to play to reach the Final Four. It's in Phoenix, right? Yes. Final Four in Phoenix. And so certainly, if you're an LSU fan, or certainly from my perspective, it'd be nice if, the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 for LSU would be in Fort Worth and not in Sacramento, California.
That's for sure. Save some miles for that trip. But with this team, when you have success, obviously things like assistant coaches taking other jobs can happen. Coach Reedus, who's obviously been a very important piece of what Kim Mulkey's built at LSU, is taking the Rutgers head coaching position for women's basketball. What is LSU losing in Reedus, and what has he meant to the program up to this point?
Yeah, certainly it continues a string of Rutgers plucking LSU people, right? I mean, certainly, William Tate, the former president, was a big part of LSU women's basketball. His picture was up very large in the LSU practice facility, up on the wall in the corner there. Obviously, President Tate and our governor are on two different political spectrums, although I never really felt that President Tate spoke out that much about politics. To me, he was a pretty quiet guy until LSU won the national championship in women's basketball. Then at that pep rally at the PMAC, he really kind of came into his own and spoke out and saw his personality. But he leaves, and then takes Kelly Zinn, who became Scott Woodward's right-hand lady, so to speak, in LSU athletics, who had replaced Stephanie Remp, who had been Woodward's longtime right-hand woman running athletics. And then she leaves, and then you got Gary Reedus now becoming their new women's basketball coach. So I think Gary is obviously a young guy. He appeals to younger players. I kind of always felt he was kind of a good cop to maybe Kim Mulkey's bad cop and Starkey's bad cop to an extent. So it'll be interesting to see how he'll run a program now. And he's been known as a great recruiter. And then as the years go on, I start to wonder how much great recruiters are compared to just who's got the most money to buy the players and to get them on the roster. So Rutgers had a long, great history of women's basketball. Certainly Deven Sheerin was a legendary coach there. And certainly I remember when LSU went to the Final Four in 2007 when Bob Starkey had to take over the team and Pokey Chapman resigned at the end of the regular season. Before the NCAA tournament. Starkey was the head coach, and they made it to Cleveland and then ran into Rutgers, and it was a brutal game. I think LSU only scored 35 points in the game or something, and Rutgers made it to the national championship game. And that was the infamous Don Imus radio stuff where he made the references, some very racial references to Rutgers team, and then I think was eventually fired not long after that. That's going way off the trail for you, but anyway.
JD, I saw that live.
You watched? You were seeing the Don Imus?
Mom was a big Don Imus guy until she wasn't, but that was one of the things. Like, I don't know if that's what's supposed to be on television.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many people. I mean, Don Imus was certainly a legendary radio guy, and at that point, I'm not sure how many people were still listening. But that really
showed his age.
He catapulted him to the front of the national stage again, and I think he got together with Deven Sheerin and the team after that, and maybe he tried to kiss and make up. I remember Deven Sheerin and the team. I mean, they had a tour after that. They were going on Oprah, they were going on CNN, and so it was. I guess it was one of those deals where he said something, and I probably didn't realize the magnitude. I guess that was kind of the first stages of going viral. I'm not sure in 2007, but that went viral in the wrong way.
And then LSU Baseball, obviously, since we had last spoken last Wednesday, they lose to ULL that Wednesday night and then drop the series to Sacramento State over the weekend before finally getting a much-needed midweek win last night. Talk about that rough stretch for Jay Johnson and his squad over the last week.
Well, I think if you're an LSU baseball fan, a longtime baseball fan, and a knowledgeable baseball fan, and not somebody who is getting on Twitter and looking for 15 minutes of fame with a hot take in early March, you know that it is way too early to make sweeping judgments about LSU baseball, good or bad. If they were undefeated at this point or only had one loss, it'd be, I would say tap the brakes a little bit. But it's hard to deny that they have not been in a funk. You're just not used to seeing LSU lose 2 out of 3 games in the non-conference at home to teams like Sacramento State. You're not used to seeing them lose, a game to Northeastern. You're not used to seeing them have this many losses this early in the season. And so a midweek loss at UL Lafayette is not terribly unusual, but just the lack of hitting and some of the pitching performances out of the gate have been alarming. And so last night, once again, down 4-1 and looking like you're having another very lackadaisical performance, but Omar Serna Jr. there hits the ball 455 feet for a grand slam, and then Jake Brown with another 2-run homer to kind of put the game on ice, and so a much needed victory over Creighton. I'm not sure how much we'll be talking about a win over Creighton when the season's over with, but at the moment it feels exactly what they need. Now going to Vanderbilt to start SEC play. So, as I joked, you might be you might have insomnia, but you've slept more than Jay Johnson slept lately. I guarantee it. So, he's working as hard as he can to try to figure it out. But just by glancing at the stats, there's some things that really pop out. I mean, Brown going into last night's batting 408, and I think Derek Curiel, who made a brilliant, amazing catch in the outfield last night, and he's batting I think 320 or something like that, and everybody else is below 300. who plays on a regular basis. Stephen Milam was batting .250 going into last night, so certainly, he had an early RBI single, so hopefully that gets him going. Defensively, he made a brilliant catch that ended a Creighton rally in which they already had 2 runs on the board. So you just need some more guys to hit, and I guess there's some early speculation or some discussion about who LSU got in the free agency market, so to speak, and how well they're going to do moving forward, whether it's Seth Dordahl or Zach York or whatever here in SEC play. And so that's what we'll find out over this 30-game stretch, which is obviously the most grueling in college baseball. It begins in Nashville, Tennessee this weekend.
And Jay mentioned this a little bit in his post-game presser, where it feels like every game is Game 7 of the World Series for whoever comes into Alec Box, certainly during a midweek or a non-conference game. Do you think some of the guys, as you put it, from the free agency market don't really understand that yet, or are starting to understand it? Because you come into LSU, you've obviously seen it, but you've never experienced it or played for it. And so whatever at your previous school, you have non-conference games, it's kind of ho-hum, whatever it is. But now you see, whenever you go to ULL Lafayette and go see what that meant to them whenever McNeese comes into town and what it means to them and how much effort they put into it. Do you think that they're starting to kind of realize the magnitude of what LSU baseball is, no matter what day of the week it is?
Yeah, Lloyd, I think that's probably something that obviously during the recruiting process is pounded into their head and told to them. As Skip Bertman said when he first took over LSU baseball, the good news is nobody cares. The bad news is nobody cares. Oof. And now the case is the good news is everybody cares, and the bad news is everybody cares. You can't on one hand say this is the greatest place in the world when you hit a home run in the bottom of the ninth and have 12,000 people screaming and yelling for you, and then at the same time say, we don't care what the fans think, block out the noise, they've never played baseball, they don't know what they're talking about, when fans start grumbling and things aren't going well. That's always the magical dance here when it comes to LSU, the passion of the fans and how much they care and so forth. So, I think that obviously that they're told they're told about how much media covers LSU baseball. There's more media covering LSU baseball, I think, than any other college baseball sport. There's more fans attending each game than any other school, I should say. And I would think that in the fall, when they played those 2 exhibition games in Biloxi and then at Southeastern, when they had all these big crowds show up, that gave them a taste of it at least. And so, I think that I think they're learning, and certainly, when they play an in-state team, it's a big deal. I mean, UL Lafayette is a very, very strong program built up by the late great Tony Robichaux, who played in many regionals and super regionals and made it to Omaha once, and they obviously have a pretty good team this year. Tulane has certainly been strong, and Southern and Nichols in recent years. So your midweek games oftentimes are against teams that have made the NCAA tournament. So it's not like you're playing Sisters of the Poor. But I think that certainly if you didn't grow up in Louisiana and you weren't part of LSU, you're certainly learning that teams want to beat you, and they might print a T-shirt or put it on a billboard when they do.
That's for sure. Chris Stanfield returned to the field last night for LSU baseball. Jay called him one of the more forgotten about pieces or underappreciated pieces from last year's national championship team. And you saw the applause he got when he goes into pinch run for Reeves and when he stepped up to the plate for his first AB was awesome. What does Chris Stanfield mean to this LSU baseball team?
Well, I think you just have to listen to the head coach. He said it was a totally different feeling having him out there. And I think Stanfield might have told John Eaves before the game that he was playing. And, I had a chance to kind of interview him and see his family in Omaha last year. And I just think he's a great person. I think he's won numerous community service awards and has done a lot of things in the community, and he's a guy that contributes away from baseball. Certainly he's an electric defensive player, the plays that he can make, in the outfield, the catches he can make. The guy runs like the wind. And so Certainly, you want guys who have been to Omaha, won, and know what it's about, and he's one of them. So, certainly, a big kick in the pants for LSU getting him back, and hopefully that leads to some more success moving forward.
And then last one is men's basketball. They face Kentucky today in the SEC tournament, but it doesn't seem like anyone's really focused on it, or if that's really the conversation around LSU men's basketball. It's more so, will LSU move on Matt McMahon, and where do they go from there? What are your thoughts on the current standing of that program?
Well, I think it's going to be interesting to see when we talk a week from now what has transpired, because LSU, they've got a losing record overall, right? Have they dropped under 500?
I believe so.
Yeah. So if they lose today against Kentucky, they've got a losing record. They should not play in a tournament of any kind. That should close the door on this season. And then within 24 hours, 48 hours, I don't know. It just feels like if you're going to make a move on Matt McMahon, you would do it relatively quickly.
Yeah.
And if you do that, then who replaces him? I mean, certainly I can't stop it. You can't stop this. Will Wade is coming back to LSU talk and speculation that's been going on for at least a year, if not longer. And with the people that have left McNeese, that have come to LSU, who are now in power, with a feeling that the people in power who pushed Scott Woodward out, are sending the message that he should have never been fired, Will Wade, to begin with. Does that happen? Does Will Wade come back to LSU? But, I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen there. It seems to be, some people that I know talk to some people that seem to be, maybe there's a feeling more than a week ago that, Matt McMahon is not as safe as maybe we thought, but it's going to cost a lot of money to make that move. And it's just a case of, is there any way we can trot Matt McMahon back out there again as our head coach and stomach another year? Is there any way that we can improve? Because outside of the 9-9 SEC record in his second year, in which they made the NIT, I believe LSU is 8-46 in SEC play under Matt McMahon in the other 3 years. You are basically asking your customers to continue to go back to a restaurant and eat horse meat and say, this was tasty, yum, we'll be back. You cannot continue to put this product out on the court and expect people to support it. I think, look, I'm not fire the coach guy, and I don't have any ill will or any bad things to say about Matt McMahon. I think I told you the other day, I'm on my way to a press conference. I got my hands full with a tripod, and I'm pulling a bag, and the doors are locked, and who opens the door with a smile on his face and helps me to get inside but Matt McMahon. I think I told you the other day, somebody said, I don't have anything bad to say about the guy. We just don't win.
Right.
And so that's the case. They're just not winning. And I think that they've been pretty patient and given him a lot of opportunity. And I think this year they gave a lot of money. D-Don Thomas just has been injured, and Jalen Reed was injured. And I think, as you told me, there's another guy out today with some off the court issues. So, I think you've got a long generation of fans that have just not been all that interested in men's basketball. People my age grew up on Dale Brown. The Final Four team was 20 years ago in 2006. So you got to fix it. It's a revenue producing sport.
Right.
It can be exciting. When I grew up, the big basketball wins to me when they beat Georgetown in the Superdome and Ricky Blanton made the putback in the late 80s. Games like that, they were just as uplifting, as important to me as the football games I watched. But we're far away from that.
That's for sure. Well, JD, we appreciate you making some time for us, as you do every single Wednesday, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Well, before you go, JD, congratulations on the 25.
Oh, yes, 25, 25th
Respect
year.
your elders.
Thank you. Thanks so much. That's right. I've never been married, but WAFB has been my wife for 25 years. My anniversary today, or the end of this month. So good times, all great times. WAFB changed my life, gave me the opportunity to be on the front row and have my feet on the ground of the greatest sports moments in Louisiana history, or a big portion of them, whether it was 3 national championships for the football team, all in New Orleans, the Saints winning the Super Bowl against the Colts, and Tracy Porter dropping the ball at my foot and rolling and hitting me in the leg there when he had the pick 6 in Miami, the Final Four team for LSU in 2006, getting to cover 2 LSU Baseball national championship teams in the last 3 years, Kim Mulkey's national championship in women's basketball, 5 straight Final Fours for the LSU women, Simone Augustus, Sylvia Fowles, Tamika Johnson in the early 2000s, gymnastics a national title in recent years. There's just been, we didn't have an NBA team when I first got here. There's been a lot of big things that have happened and things that I've had a chance to be a part of, and I'm very, very thankful and blessed to do what I enjoy, and that is cover sports in South Louisiana. So I'm grateful for WAFB for putting up with me in my early green years when I was way in over my head, catching up with the speed of the game, and allowing me to settle in and to be part of it. So appreciate it.
Well, congratulations, JD, and we appreciate you. We'll talk to you again next week.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. There he is, Jacques Duceay, the best in the business, 25 years in the business. And it's been awesome. It's great talking to him every single Wednesday. We appreciate the time he makes for us. But speaking on the men's basketball front, just a little bit before we take a break and get back to baseball. Obviously, LSU men's hoops plays today, 11:30 a.m. tip against Kentucky. And it does feel like the closing of a book, if I had to assume. The conversation, we talked to Charles on Monday, and the multi-million-dollar question, can you afford to fire Matt McMahon? And then it turns into, well, can you afford to not fire him? And like we've said, it's been said a million times, he's a great guy, he's very nice, all of those things, extreme respect for Matt McMahon, but you heard the record from JD outside of that 9-9 season. I mean, 8-40-something in the SEC is not good, and it's never going to get the job done. And I think, you kind of look at this situation and you go, okay, well, if you hold on to him to save money, you're not going to spend the money on the roster because you're saving money. So you would be just keeping him to keep him to avoid the inevitable and wait for the buyout to go down, right? Which is not good for LSU because it proves you don't care about the program. It's not good for Matt McMahon either because he would be signing essentially a death certificate for himself to come back and not get money, because that's the biggest issue is there is no funding for this program to go get the best players. They don't have the same level of talent as a lot of these other teams because they don't have the money. The thing is, with McMahon in charge, and this is where the issue comes in of why you move on, you're not going to ever get the money because the excitement is at an all-time low, in the ground, below it even. And that's how you raise money, is you provide excitement. You give them the hope that you'll get an ROI, and as of right now, there isn't that with men's basketball. And so it does feel like it's at a point of no return. And my assumption would be LSU has to make the decision that's best for LSU, and that would be to move on, to close this door, and move forward. Because as of right now, I don't think they made the wrong decision in hiring Matt McMahon. I don't think Matt McMahon was a bad hire. I think when you look at the entirety of this situation in totality, who was going to take this job in 2022? It was not very attractive. There were sanctions looming. There were all these problems. You just fired your last head coach who was successful. Your entire roster was gone. The sport was changing. So many things about it were just wrong and not in a good spot. So why would you take it? And Matt McMahon bet on himself, and he took it. And I don't know if I doubt he regrets on it. He regrets the decision. He had to bet on himself and take a chance. And it ultimately hasn't played out the way I think LSU or McMahon hoped. But I don't think Matt McMahon was the wrong decision. I think ultimately, when you really look at it, what the wrong decision was getting rid of the guy you had prior. And that's where the conversation turns is, will you be able to get him back? And I know there was a report that came out yesterday that said it's not impossible, right, which is just extremely vague. But I would have to agree, I don't think it's impossible to be able to go and get him back. Now, is it going to happen? I don't know. But is it impossible? Not at all. And I know the question turns into, well, why would he leave NC State? Well, you got to think about it, right? The job security at LSU is a lot different than it is at NC State. NC State's head coach before Will, made a Final Four and got fired 2 years later. Will Wade is revered and lauded, and they're scratching and clawing for him back, and he coached one tournament win. Put LSU in the mix. Just get us to the dance, right? That's what it takes. It's just two different programs. He knows how to do it. He loves this place. I don't think it's impossible. Now, a lot of things would have to go right to make it happen. A lot of things would have to go in the right direction to make it happen. But it's definitely not impossible. Sabrion, I think they should give him the BK treatment, invest the money for a year, and see if it actually works. I think that's what they're scratching this year up to. They've been spending around $3 million on a roster throughout the first couple of years. They spent $9 million this year, so they tripled that number and got the same results. Although there were injuries, there's a lot of context to it. I said it before the year for both football and basketball. If you go back to shows that we did last July or even June, maybe even into August, was football and men's basketball at LSU are in very similar positions. They are investing money into these rosters to say, hey, the pressure's on you now. Get them to the playoff. Get them to March Madness. Brian Kelly got $20 million invested in his roster, fell short. They were 5-3. He gets fired because they invested the money and he did not return on that investment. Matt McMahon got $9 million, still not up to what is needed, right? $20 million in football was enough to create a competitive roster. He just didn't get the job done. $9 million wasn't, but it was triple what they were giving. You're not going to be able to get that again. And I think Brandon Hollingsworth just said in the chat, there's only one name that's going to bring the excitement, that's going to get the money, the financial buy-in. It's the same thing as football. I can't tell you how much these situations mirror one another. Kenny Dillingham wouldn't have gotten $50 million for his roster. Now, they would have invested a good penny into his roster. You don't get the same level of buy-in for Kenny Dillingham or go down the list of another coach's name that came up for the job that you get for Lane Kiffin. The reason you got Jordan Seaton and Sam Levin in the millions on millions of dollars for those guys was because you got the guy. For men's basketball, they're not going to cough up money if you get the next up-and-coming hotshot, right? You want the boosters to get excited, you go get the guy, and there's just one guy. And for LSU to flip it and be competitive, I sat here and told you after BK got fired, I think it's a one-man list. Back in November, I mean, we sat here, the show after, the Monday after, we said it's Lane Kiffin or bust. That's why you make the move. That's why you have to get the excitement. You have to create something. That's what they did. I think for basketball, it's the same exact thing. If McMahon does indeed get fired, which I believe he will, and this isn't, I'm not calling for his firing. I'm just saying I think that that's what's going to happen because I do think currently it's what's best for the program. I think it's a one-name list.
Also, don't think you wouldn't pull the trigger if you felt very confident. So if you see one domino fall, you probably see another one fall because I don't think they go into this with firing Matt McMahon and then look around and go, well, what are we going to do? Who are we going to get? I think this is very much, if you see one, you feel like you have the other one. But all these situations remain extremely fluid. But North Carolina State is also, I guess, starting to look over their shoulder a little bit as Corey Smith covers North Carolina State, quotes the Mike Scarborough piece. Just so we're clear, LSU would have to pay $15.3 million, $10.3 million ballot for McMahon, $5 million to NC State just to sit down at the table to have talks with Wade. None of that is true. If they wait to fire McMahon at in the start of April, that number
April
goes
1st,
down.
The buyout goes down for Will as well.
Right. And the $5 million is only if he takes the job.
Yeah.
It's not to sit at the table.
And this is the thing. If LSU's making the move, they're going to spend the money. You just witnessed it. if they, like Lloyd said, if the first domino doesn't fall, then they're not willing to spend the money. If the first domino falls, they're willing to spend the money. Because the most expensive part of that graphic is 10.3 to buy out the current coach. So if you spend the first 10.3, what's the next 5?
You already invested.
You already made this. You already started the thing, right? It's the same as football. Now it's different numbers. Once you spent the first $54 million, what's the next 100, right? It's going to be very, very interesting over the coming weeks, I believe. I think all of this is just kind of starting as NC State's on the bubble of the tournament. They're in the midst of the ACC tournament right now. LSU obviously plays today. You would expect, to hear some news on that in the coming days. I believe it is going to be a very, very interesting and entertaining next couple of weeks. And we're going to see where it goes. We'll have it all here at Tingle & Co. Don't forget, we are brought to you by our friends over at AJ Sports Cards. AJ Sports Cards does great, great work. They put on some awesome events. They've got one coming up in May of this year and December as well. We swung by the one in July or June, and they had one in December, this past December, Elite Football Academy as well. They do great, great stuff over there. Great product at AJ Sports Cards, located on 3348 Drusilla Lane. They take great care of us, and they've bought in to what we've got going on since day one, and we can't be more appreciative of that. So make sure you swing by their store. Go check out everything they've got. But if you really want to know, go follow them on social media. AJ Sports Cards on Facebook, at AJ Sports Cards 225BR on Instagram. They keep you updated on everything they've got coming in, cool events, cool boxes, cool packs, all the really awesome merchandise they have in store. Here's the next sports card show on May 2nd. It's really, really cool. It's going to be at the Elite Training Academy again, and they do have some tables available for vendors. So make sure you get in touch with them for some vendor info. But make sure you let them know you appreciate what they do for us, because our show would not be possible if it wasn't for our friends over at AJ Sports Cards. AJ Sports Cards, at AJ Sports Cards 225BR, and AJ Sports Cards on Facebook. We will take a quick break here, come right back, and open up hour number 2 right after this.
Wardos was created in honor of Alan Ward Granning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Wright Granning at Go Martin on the Go Deli.
Go Martin has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff,
where everyone is family.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's a repair, a replacement, or a storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
All right, welcome back here to hour number 2 on this Wednesday morning, as it is March, and with March comes playoff postseason basketball.
Well, for some.
Well, technically, LSU men's basketball is playing in the postseason today at 11:30. SEC tournament is postseason play. Technically,
Can you count it if everyone qualifies?
Yeah. Did you really?
You
get
literally got the last seed.
Literally,
that everyone gets.
last
there are
spot.
16 spots.
Yeah.
But there's also something else going on in Nashville this weekend, and that's LSU baseball. As they get a win last night, they face off against Vandy this weekend. Hopefully, we will have 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 watch parties for you this weekend. I don't know. Well, this will be the last show of the week today. As I'll head on the way to Lake Charles tomorrow morning. We'll see what happens Thursday night. And with that, we'll decide what the show schedule looks like for the remainder of the weekend. But speaking of baseball, Cajun Curveball earlier this morning, $5 Super Chat, 5 claps, ready. We have a serious problem at catcher. You can mark a run or 2 for the other team to start the game due to pass balls and throws into center. Cajun Curveball, $2 Super Chat, ready. Gotta have elite catchers to catch nasty pitchers. Lloyd, sounds like they're, obviously Cajun's got a concern with the catching list. I mean, you talked a little bit about it last night, pre and during the game. Your thoughts on that position for LSU baseball currently?
And I'll stand by this sentiment. Catching is a position in which offense is lagniappe, where you have to be elite if you're going to not be up to par defensively. Obviously, you saw that play out in front of your eyes last night. You see the catching woes, as it were, where they're having some trouble blocking up balls. There's wild pitches. There's kind of just a general management of the staff that it feels like they're struggling with, whether it be knowing who's – and all of these things come with time, right? These are one's a freshman catcher, both extremely talented. Kate Arambidi in his second year didn't catch a ton. Last year got some run, but you saw Poppy kind of take that spot over and become – it didn't matter who was pitching. You saw Arambidi match up with 1 or 2 guys that would come in and he would be their battery mate. But managing an entire staff is a totally different task. And you're seeing that lack of familiarity kind of play out a little bit, where you get crossed up, you don't really know how to block it up, how much vertical break, how filthy they actually are. But your first job as a catcher is 1, defense. You can't, and I'll go back to what Milazzo said. He didn't look at his offensive numbers at all. He considered the runs that he stopped from scoring, those were his RBIs. And that is a phenomenal way to look at it. If you know what your role is, it's like, I'm not getting a ball pass. I'd rather die than let one get by me. And also the relationship he had with the staff, you constantly saw him, whether it is calling his own timeout, the way he handled the staff, the way he manipulated the game, all of those things do fall squarely on the catcher. But those come with time, and it does take time to establish a rapport. But, again, Omar Serna, if you are going to have a little bit of defensive concerns, if you hit a grand slam, it kind of fixes all of that.
Right.
If you let 2 balls by but you have 4 stakes, I think we're okay there. Mm-hmm. And so that's what you're going to have to get is offensive production from whether it be Arambidi or Serna. There's no doubt on the talent. Right. Certainly no doubt on the talent offensively. But you would like to see, and I don't know if it's just kind of part of like the new world of catching and how you receive to steal strikes, which is a very valuable part of the game, especially now that there's no challenges in college baseball. So if you can steal strikes. That's a paramount part of your job as well.
Right.
And you see them trying to do that. It's not always giving up on a pitch to get down and fucking body it up. So kind of how they were taught, how they were brought up. It's just a different world in which catchers live in now. But with runners on, the most important thing is the ball.
Right.
And so you don't want to give up a free 90. You don't want to give up throw one away or throw it into center field, or if it starts, it becomes, what does Jay call it, fast catch? Whenever if it's a play at the plate, then you're reeling, they're trying to take an extra 90, then you throw it into center, like you're compounding errors. You just play the game that's in front of you. So I think all of that will come with time. You would like to have seen the development a little bit more. Arambidi struggled with this last year. Mm-hmm. You saw him the game was moving very fast, and it doesn't help that we don't know what's going on with I don't think he's hurt, but the foot thing slowed him down, slows down progress. but you do have to perform at the plate whenever you're in the game as an offensively minded catcher.
Right.
But you would like to see the defense get better. And like I said, I think time will heal all. You saw Serna make and Jay gave himself credit, which I thought was a good little jab of like phenomenal challenge by the coach, because it was. We were watching it, and York kind of was like, what do you want me to do? Like, you can't do anything because he was inside the baseline, and as a runner, you're taught to do that and see who makes the right call. Like, if there's no review in baseball, you get away with that 10 out of 10 times, and that's a ball that scores a run and you're going to second. Instead, it's hands up, where challenge get. He was inside the line, and I was texting one of our old college catchers, old Evan Saucier, that we
Saucier special.
the Evan Saucier special, which was in high school. He did this all the time when it was a bunt laid down or a third strike, whatever. If you were inside the line, he would literally step inside, lick his fingers, and hit you as hard as he could in the back, and just walk off the field. We're like, yes. And I texted him, he goes, not watching the game, but I know exactly what he did. And I was like, still got it. He went to go play at ULM. He was phenomenal, but had a rocket, and that was something that he just looked forward to because he's a psychopath. But that's the right baseball play because there's nowhere to go with the baseball.
Right.
And it's right on both ends. You're trying to manipulate the game in any way you can to win, but being able to have a challenge. And they asked him, like, do you have a video, like a review thing?
He's going to challenge it every time.
In the dugout. And he's like, no. Like, you think we have a TV in here?
Yeah, no,
he's like, no, I watched it. And he's like, and that's a challenge that you make 10 out of 10 times just to see what happened.
Right.
Like, you have to take the chance because chances are they're probably inside the baseline.
Right.
And Serna made the right play, and it's just something that you hate to see be in the fate of the baseball gods, as it were. But whenever you can look at it, it does help a ton. So people will get mad about that, the one that hit off the helmet. Same kind of situation there, but that's a play that doesn't come up all that often, but at least they knew what to do because at first base, you know this, you either go inside or outside, like wherever, depending on where the ball is to give them a throwing lane, but the runners are trying to take an inch whenever they can. So good baseball play by Serna, and I do think the catching will get better, but yes, it is as frustrating as anything can be.
Right.
Because
when it's compounded with all the other things.
Right. It's just something that it pisses you off.
Right.
Like and the wild pitches don't help because they don't trust it. It's compounding errors.
Yes.
But it's just something, it's a part of the game that you expect to be clean. You don't expect to see a lot of balls at the backstop, a lot of balls getting away, and it's not even really on wild pitches. It's some that are like low in the dirt that they can't decide if they want to body it up or try to catch it with their glove, and they trust their hands. But at some point, let's just smother the ball.
Right.
I'm thinking.
No, there's got to be something.
Well, I was going to say, I think part of it is the fact that, and I kind of shifted my mindset before the season because I kind of thought Aaron Beatty was going to be more of an offensive catcher as opposed to, you've been so spoiled the last couple of years, like Hernandez last year was phenomenal behind the plate. You had Milazzo for a couple of years, right? But Aaron Beatty, if you came in like listening to Jay Johnson, he was talking about Kate Aaron Beatty was the best hitter, the best player on the team. And so I think some of these catching mistakes, which I think it's been overplayed a little bit. I don't think it's been.
It's just so noticeable.
It is noticeable, but it's not like the biggest pressing issue on the team.
No.
But I think the fact that when Aaron Beatty was hitting well the first 2 weeks, nobody cared because he was hitting fucking bombs,
Right.
But now that the offense is struggling and he, his batting average has dipped under 300 and I think Serna's dipped under 200 there for a second. Now I think that's when you start to talk about that as being an issue as well. Because if you can't hit, well, catcher is a premium defensive position. You better be able to field it behind the dish too.
Yeah, no, I mean, me and Lloyd were talking about it. I mean, that is when you're. It's nice if a catcher can do both, but if you can only do one, it should be defense, right?
Yeah.
You should. That's the more important aspect of your job, and you have offensive-minded catchers, 2 of them, and when the offense isn't performing like you said, it's just going to magnify the other issues, right? Just like Mason Braun in left, right? He's there to be a bat, right? To put another bat into the lineup, and you don't think about it until the ball goes over his head and he doesn't catch it, and it's a fielding error, and it's now like, okay, well, he better perform at the dish, then he strikes out, and it's like, well, now you're getting nothing out of this, right?
It's banged both ways.
Right. That's
do not consent.
The balance of it. And if you're going to be there for offense, you better perform on offense. If not, you need to do a stand-up job the other side. And we have been, to your point, we've been spoiled at this position over the last handful of seasons with Hernandez last year, Milazzo throughout, Travinsky even as well. LSU's had a really good run with catchers since Jay's been here. And I do think, to Lloyd's point, both of these guys are going to be very good. Mm-hmm. And I think they're both going to be pretty good this year. I think Aaron Beatty is going to offensively kind of find his groove, but defensively get into the rhythm of it all.
Well, and that's the other thing. It's hard to get in a rhythm whenever you've been in a baseball game where you threw 10 different guys at me.
Right.
Like it's 10 different pitchers, 10 different arm angles, 10 different sides of where it's coming from.
Right.
And it's like, it's not easy for me either. And so you can see how some of these things could happen, whether it's guys getting thrust into situations where I've only seen 4 or 5 pitches from the guy. Now it's another arm. It's like, okay, let's see what you do. Every pitch looks different. And so the receiving aspect of that also plays into how many pitching changes are we making today. And that's where you settle in on the 4 guys that Jay is kind of starting to lean on. And I'm interested to see what this double duty he's talking about plays out. Like having guys go 2 times in a series. I don't know what that looks like in terms of like pitch count, how do you protect them, how often you want them to be out there, because of all of the metrics and data that you can pull. The more you see somebody, the more you see what they're relying on, and that can ultimately come back to get you. It's like this is what he throws in this situation, and then you
become too predictable.
Right. And so I'm interested to see how that works, because look, I don't think it's a far stretch to know who those guys are. Right. Like it would be nice to have, but when you get to SEC, you've run out of chances.
Mm-hmm. You've had every opportunity, and you haven't capitalized. If you're outside of that handful group that we've talked about, the fringe of Plog and Rizzi and Garcia, Ricken kind of on the fringe as well. Garcia, I think, has kind of found his way. He's the lefty now.
Right.
It's not Coop anymore. It's Santi, and then you've got, of course, your 2 guys in Sheerin and Guidry that you're going to trust wholeheartedly.
And you still have the ability now, because of what you've done with your rotation, where you have Evans, Moore, and Schmidt. Maybe that Zach Cowan works back into the role in which he's very comfortable in, instead of you've seen him trot out as a starter a couple of times. But he can be that stopper again, where it doesn't have to be 3 innings. It can be 1 1/3. It can be come get this guy out. And so you can add a couple more arms in there to see, because you need more than 4.
Jay Newt, Zach Cowan,
all have roles.
There's you can go down the list. Jesse O'Neill, $5 super chat, 5 claps, ready. It may just be me, but I'm ready for Yaman at first, or at least a try of it. I just can't get into York. Not a fan of that dude. Away from the York part, the Yaman part. I think Yaman's an interesting piece, because me and you talked about that a little bit yesterday as well, and he got some looks later on in the ball game. Do you think Eddie Yaman is a direction that Jay will start heading at some point soon?
I mean, he's performed pretty much every time you put him out there. Right? He had the big swing and I thought that was just an awesome moment.
Yeah.
Like everybody was, you can come eat too. And like he's a guy that has been benchmob.com.
Yes.
Like was all team, first team,
clubhouse
on
guy.
the bench, clubhouse guy, redshirted. I don't think he came here out of, like, his numbers, what is that, Daytona?
Yeah,
or
10
Dayton?
plus homers.
Yeah, they weren't terrible. It was somebody that you looked at and thought maybe he would get some PT. Instead, he redshirts, and now you're starting to see a little bit more of Yaman inserted. I would love to see it. They're looking for somebody.
They got to find something.
But I think that kind of, I don't know if you'll be seeing York come off of first base, because he just played it his entire life. And it's not. I don't think he'll be moving to DH, but Yaman could be somebody that it's a little late.
If he does DH, I think it will be Yaman that gets the nod.
Yeah, or Braun, one of the two. But yeah, I just like to see Yaman out there playing, because it's somebody that puts a little bit of a spark in it, and you see the swing.
Oh yeah.
But aside from the Yaman front, like the Stanfield being back, like even when when he was mentioned to Jay, like in the middle of the question, he goes, "Oh, that was awesome."
Yeah.
And he's not only talking about Stanfield returning, he's talking about the reception. That's why Jay loves this place,
right?
Because it's a midweek game at 10 o'clock at night, and the fans still have, for better or worse, they are invested, and they do have a relationship with baseball.
Well, the reason they get upset about it is because they love it.
Right. But then they still also have enough feel for the game to realize, like, this is a big moment for Stanfield to be able to get back and playing, to recognize and give him an ovation just for, like, for pinch running. It's like, oh, hell yeah, that's our guy.
Yeah, he's in.
And that Jay is like, get him in the game, to see the reaction of him playing, him being able to get his feet wet. He wanted to get him another at bat, didn't happen. But even in a 3-pitch strikeout, he still got another standing ovation. It was just happy to see you, buddy,
right?
Because that's how integral he is to this team.
He got standing ovation after striking
out.
It
was like Josh Pearson's last AB. Yeah, it was the exact same thing.
Yeah,
thank you for what you've done here. But and I think it's come to a fault of maybe not only the fan base but all of us, is to go into this year and see him as such lanyap. When Jay lays it out for you, led the SEC in doubles. What's this team missing? Doubles. Guys that score runs, and guys that can take competitive at bats, but the defense is what's going to help you the most. So I'm excited to see if this is the way that it's going. He's 100% cleared. I don't think there's any way you don't see him starting left. Maybe
if he's
for
good
this
to go,
weekend.
He's good to go.
And that's why I wanted to see him get another live at bat.
Get his legs back underneath him.
I will say he did not look comfortable at the plate, but he hasn't seen live pitching in a month and a half. Right. So I don't blame him, because it was take, bunt, sword. Right. And it was like, okay, that was fun. But he still got
we fouled one off before.
Yeah,
he fouled one off and then sword. But yeah, I think I got the video on our Twitter posted of him on first base and the reception, as well as when he stepped into the batter's box. Because, I mean, it was awesome. That is what's special about this place, is the way everyone stood up and applauded and cheered for him as he went out there. But even the emotion Jay talked about in the presser, he was like, and it's not discounting anybody else.
He had to correct himself. He was like, no disrespect to anybody else.
But when the ball's up in the air and you know Stanley's out there, you just kind of, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
No more concerns with those three guys.
I mean, those guys know that he's a better defensive outfielder than the center fielder last year on a national championship. I think it's okay to be like, yeah, he's better than what we've seen so far.
Now you look at that outfield and it feels like what it was supposed to be, the no-fly zone.
Right.
You hit a pop-up, you're out.
Yeah. I mean, look at Curiel last night, too. That was unbelievable play. But here's Stanfield getting his ovation. And also, when he goes to the dish, we have
steps in the batter's box when he gets his.
And it was just cool to see him get out there. And we also have the boys will be boys moment. That was a big old titty flopper.
The boys.
I think it's funny that that's Jake Brown's home run celebration, and he's hit like 9.
Yeah,
he just keeps hitting them, and they just keep motorboating each other.
John Pearson's sternum's probably like bruised.
Yeah,
he probably had some questions to answer at the home.
I was thinking the other day, like when me and Poggi went shirtless in the elevator, that was the missing piece.
Yeah,
we should have one of us should have motorboated each other.
Yeah,
like
that would have been unbelievable.
That was the next moment, and I missed it. That's on me.
But no, I posted the boys will be boys clip on Instagram.
Old faithful.
Yep. The real fans there.
That's right. What is it like being down there? Farther.
Sticking it through.
Hey, yo.
Oh.
What? No, I mean that game did take for. I
loved it. I love when baseball. They just consider where we were.
Of course.
Consuming it.
5 hot dogs. Consuming those.
What?
Chicken
tenders.
Cokes?
What? Chicken finger. They weren't fingies. They were like knuckles.
Yeah. The
pulled pork. What?
Roast beef sandwich.
Buffalo Trace. What?
Left pocket.
Tito's. What?
Right pocket.
What?
Sandwich.
What?
Another one.
Take it home. What?
Microwave.
Steal it. French dip.
Tomorrow's lunch.
Yeah.
That was you, literally.
Oh, I mean, this is the last. When I was a wee lad,
Mm-hmm.
My buddy won tickets to sit up there. And when I say we should not have been, we were probably 19. And we left that place with pockets of hot dogs and hamburgers like we had never eaten again. Mm-hmm. Like, we'll never eat again.
Right.
We'll never have this food again. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, I can't believe this is free.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, well, we're taking it. And boy, did we.
Boy, did we.
Because
it's the best thing in the world.
Boys will be boys. Look, he gets all prepared, too. He gets all locked up.
Locked up.
They built for speed, or they built for comfort. They're built for both.
I need to see
Oh, it's me.
Yeah, that guy.
Built for speed. Are they built for comfort or both?
You're an idiot, man. You're an idiot.
Freaking yeah, do need one of those Omaha motorboats right there.
That would be
That Jake Brown.
Carl
Omaha-
Ravish will have an absolute field day.
Eduardo
What are they
Perez.
doing down there?
This is just disgusting. to the
Insult to
sport.
the sport.
Eduardo Perez. Well, fucking asshole. I hate him.
Get that. When Malam went out there and you score him in, like, hey Carl,
Malam.
Malam.
I miss Ben McDonald. The team hasn't been playing well since Ben McDonald.
Since Ben hadn't been on the
booth.
call.
I don't know where he's been.
He's getting reps in for the Orioles.
Yeah, he goes in.
Fuck the Orioles, man.
He played there too.
I know, but like
First overall pick.
no, man. Come on,
Golden
come
Spikes.
back home.
He's the best in the booth. He really is.
He's phenomenal. Him and Lynn.
Ben and Lynn.
Oh, you got a Menard shout out.
Yeah, you did get
Yeah.
him an orange. I put it in the group chat,
Yeah.
but it wasn't Lynn.
It was Ronnie.
Yeah, it was Ronnie Rance.
Ronnie went to Menard.
He literally said he was like, the only reason I graduated is because they, like, what's the word? They curved all my grades. Basically, like, outed Menard as, like,
hey, if you're a
academic fraud.
if you're a good enough player,
Yeah,
you
I mean,
will
I guess
see
so.
this is not what's going to stop you. Go to church and go to the game on Friday.
There you go.
That's all that matters.
Come on.
Come on. Just good enough.
Just good enough. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us here on this Wednesday morning. As yesterday, Wyatt, you talked about it was quite the sports day yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw this, but an NBA player scored 83 points last night as Bam Adebayo. I know we don't talk about NBA too much, but I mean, that's the second most points ever scored in a basketball game. Kobe's 81 gets leapfrogged by Bam Adebayo.
Crazy.
And I genuinely think, if we did more NBA coverage on this show, one of the segments I want to do was how many players could we name that we would assume would score 83 before Bam in the league
There'd be
today?
so
Because I
many.
think we could probably go like 60 or 70.
Yeah. And the thing is, because, like, there's no footage.
Right.
Apparently. So forever in my life, I was like, Kobe's 81 is number. Well, now I have to believe that Wilt scored 100 because I can't live in a world where Bam Adebayo has the fucking scoring title in a single game in NBA history.
And it's no disrespect to Bam. He's a
No,
good
it is
player.
full disrespect to Bam Adebayo.
He's not an 83
What the
point
fuck just
scorer.
happened?
He's an all-star. He's a good
43
player.
free throws?
And he scored 30 in the first
The
quarter.
43 free throws. I mean, and the fouls are fouls. It's not
I mean,
like
he was getting fouled.
Yeah, I don't know if he got fouled. What is that? 20 times?
I'm
21
not.
times?
Look, I'm not saying the 83 itself was fraudulent because, like,
You just don't want it to be Bam.
no, I don't want it to be Bam because he's
Right.
not an. You know how many times he's scored 40 points in his career before last night?
Twice.
One 40-point game, and he had 83.
He scored 43 in the first half.
What the fuck are we talking about, dude? He had 31 in the first quarter.
Well, it shows how good people in the NBA are. Like at any given time, like he is a would. I wouldn't give him like elite, but he has had moments where you've seen Bam as like he's the one on their team, and then it became no, you need a player. He's the B to the A, but I mean 83 is insane, and it all sets up for in LeBron's final year he's going to go for 100.
That would be incredible.
101.
I mean, yeah, that would be incredible.
The 83 is crazy.
It's insane. And I was surprised because I thought when Kobe died, I thought, okay, no one's ever gonna, out of respect, no one's ever gonna go above 81.
disrespectful to
No, I don't. Well, no, not necessarily. I just thought NBA players, knowing how they felt about Kobe, I thought they would be like, because he didn't need 83.
No, he
like
could've
they were up
tied it at
30.
81.
They were up 30 with 5 minutes
Yeah.
left, and he had 73. Right. So like I figured, okay, I'm gonna get 80 and then take myself out. Let Kobe have it, because people have kind of walked on eggshells around the whole Kobe thing since he died, right or wrong, whatever. I was kind of surprised that he actually went for it, and in the most pussy way possible, just shooting 40 free throws.
I will agree. I wish, if you're going to break the record, I wish you scored the 83rd point. I wish it was on a shot.
Yes.
Not free throws. I do agree with that.
I agree. I mean, I don't know. I don't like that it was Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, I get that.
Like, it's so
It is
random.
crazy.
Like, it's insane.
Like Luka scored 70, Joel Embiid has scored 70, Donovan Mitchell, Doncic, they've all scored 70. And Bam scores 83.
Yeah, I don't.
LeBron's career high is 61
in the Garden
against the Hornets.
Yeah.
Melo's career high is like 62.
Yeah.
Against the Hornets, same season.
I don't think KD's ever had like 65.
No, I don't
anything.
think Curry's scored 60 either.
Yeah, which is insane.
Bam scored 83.
I'm not as mad. A lot of people are mad about how he got the 83 over the course of the game. Look, 83 is 83.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the 43 free throws, that they incentivize that in today's NBA.
They gave him 43. He made 36 of them.
Right. Fair enough. Like they're going to incentivize foul baiting in
So
the
he could
NBA.
have had 90.
I'm going to do it.
Right.
If he makes I mean, it's impossible. I don't want to say impossible, but
No, if he makes all of his, if he goes 43 for 43, he scores 90 points.
It's insane.
that would be a crazier. I mean, obviously it's a crazier number, but that would be impressive to go 43. And then if you have 90, I don't think anybody's even having the debate of should he have broke the record or
Yeah, he
or
scored
not.
90.
You got 90, but Kobe did make his last two to get to 81 on free throws, but he only had 20. 43.
But I
That's
don't.
insane.
The record wasn't 80. Like he didn't
No, he
break
just
the
wanted to
record
get
on
to,
free throws. I don't
that
think
just became a.
that was Lanyap at that point.
It was
I think
like,
the
I want to
record
get to. I want to break 80.
right. I think the record before Kobe was like 76. I want to say it's like David English or something like that. Maybe I might be wrong there.
What 76? David Thompson. Had
David
73.
Thompson. That's what I meant. Alex English. That's what I'm thinking of.
Harris English golfer.
Nice.
Should Spo have pulled him? Or is that like you have to play for the locker room that you?
I
coach?
think you let the player make the decision. I don't. You can't pull him if he wants to go for it. Like you lose.
But like, if you're in that mindset, but it's also like maybe in retrospect, did you want to break it, or do you want to? Is it the Kobe lore? Like, would you get more respect? Like, no, I took myself out because I think Kobe should always have that record.
Maybe you get more respect lore wise, but I think as a competitor, I mean.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't know if the coach
break the record.
Did they ever call like a timeout to talk?
I don't know.
Be like, do you want this or not?
He got to 81, and the announcer literally says Spo is going to take out Bam Adebayo out of respect for Kobe, and then he's going to the fucking free throw line. And they were like, "Well, okay, I guess he's not. He's staying in. I guess he's fuck Kobe." Like, which is crazy. So but I don't think as Spo.
I don't think Kobe's legacy is 83. I mean 81 points.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's part of it, but that's not.
I think the 60 in his last game has become more.
Yeah.
That was more unethical than the 81.
Of course.
If we're going to be completely
100%.
real about it. Although I mean it was a close game, I guess, so they needed all 60 of them, but. As Spo,
he was feeding them.
Well, you have to.
Wasn't,
you better bet LeBron better get fucking 60 in his last game.
Yeah.
That motherfucker better shoot 80 times.
I want to see if he's done it before, where he's like, "I'm going to score tonight," and he puts up 50 on 18 of 20.
I mean, remember that Bucks game when he was young LeBron when he was on the Cavs
Yeah.
the first time? Where
Great
he was like,
clip.
Well, he scores 28 straight. Where he's
Yeah.
like, "No, I'm doing this."
It's disgusting.
Like when NBA players do that, like the really good ones that can. When they just decide, no,
I'm trying tonight.
I'm going to do it's like
It's
it's second to none.
Yeah,
But I think
better than everybody else.
I think if you're Spo, that is genuinely a once in a lifetime opportunity. You can't be the one to make that decision. I feel like you have to let Bam be like, if you want to go for it, go for it. If you don't, they were fouling. They were intentionally fouling the Wizards
to get
extra possessions.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy, but I understand. I don't really mind that. You're not going to ethically score 80. If you're going to score 80, you were trying to score 80.
Do you think you can name the 10 other players that have scored at least 70 points in a basketball game?
Ooh,
I could have before I
could come close.
But no chance.
Okay, Wilt.
Uh-huh.
Bam's not on the list, I assume.
No.
Okay.
He's 11th, so these are the other 10. Wilt did it 6 times.
Right. So okay, Wilt, David Thompson.
Yep.
Luka.
Uh-huh.
Devin Booker.
Dame.
Yep.
Devin Booker.
Mm-hmm.
That's 5.
That's 5.
MJ never had 70.
I'm going to give you Kobe because we've already talked about it. So
right, Kobe. I would
be
the
the 6th one.
Ooh.
Who is selfish enough?
There's 4 more.
Russell
Kareem?
Nope.
Westbrook?
Nope.
No. I'm trying to think.
So
7.
So 2 of them have been recent, and I named both of them earlier in the show.
Clay never
We were
got
talking about this.
70.
Nope. He scored 37 and a quarter. Set that record.
I know he had 60 something.
Yeah. These 2 I named when
Did
I
I
was
say
talking about
Luka?
it. Yep.
Is that like I said that already, or
You
that's
said that
another
already.
one? Okay, yeah. You named them?
I said them.
It's not Carmelo.
No.
It's not KD. It's not LeBron.
When I was talking about, I said I
It's not
brought up
Curry.
70-point scores, and I named the 2 most recent ones after Luka.
Shit. Who could score 70?
One of them was last season, I think, maybe 2 years ago.
I already said Dame. I already said Luka.
Yep.
Jaylen Brown?
Mm-mm.
No. Tatum didn't have 70.
You're in the right conference.
I'm in the right conference? Fucking
What is it, a Nick?
Nope.
Zach LaVine didn't do it.
Nope. Keep going through Eastern teams.
Oh, Embiid.
Embiid, there you
Embiid.
go.
Oh, yeah.
The other one's in the same conference, too.
I don't play defense up there.
I guess not in the East.
Is it just the Eastern
Cleveland.
Conference?
Oh, Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Oh,
the
yeah.
other
That's 8.
the other 2 are older. One's back in the 70s, and then one was
The Big O?
late 90s. Nope.
George Gervin.
Mm-mm.
That's a good guess.
That
though.
was a great ice
It's
man.
a great guess. Yeah.
So Elgin Baylor did it,
Yeah. Wes
Old-
Unseld.
and then David Robinson.
Oh,
Ooh, I wouldn't have got David Robinson.
He was
Interesting.
remember him and Shaq were battling for who
Big
was
man of the
leading
year?
in scoring.
Wow.
Oh,
The
yeah.
scoring leader at the end of one season.
Yeah.
See, look, Brandon Hollingworth knocked it out.
That's crazy. But it is wild because you've seen clips of like NBA players talking about like who realistically could score 80. And it's like a very small list of like
Yeah,
mostly
Bam Adebayo's not on it.
3-point shooters. If Bam Adebayo can score 83 points, that list is fucking massive. And the craziest thing, I don't know if y'all saw this, he went to the post-game press conference with his girlfriend sitting next to
Wait,
him.
who did?
Bam.
With Asia Wilson?
Yes.
Oh.
Which she is famous, so it
Right,
makes
right.
a little bit more
Basketball
sense.
player, too.
It's still fucking insane. Could
Right.
you imagine if Zion trotted out like an OnlyFans model after dropping like 87
WWE.
on the Wizards and Mariah Mills, and they had to fucking back up 2 chairs for her ass? Could you imagine? Like, that's just an insane. I understand it's Asia Wilson. She plays basketball. She's really fucking good. That's insane, though.
Yeah, but I don't know what the precedent is, but
Like, that is a wild-
That would probably be a Pelicans PR.
Right.
Maybe not.
What, insane.
talk
I could
after.
see like your kid,
Right.
Yeah.
because that is like a bit, but like your girl, I don't just. It's
I think
crazy.
what's good for that's good.
For the WNBA.
That's why they did it.
Yeah.
I don't think Bam was
Well,
like,
and
you
now,
have to get up
funny
here
enough,
with me.
Fuck all that, man.
The highest points ever scored by an active player in the NBA, 83 by Bam Adebayo. The highest points ever scored by an active WNBA player
Is Asia
53
Wilson.
by Asia Wilson.
That's a lot of points combined.
That's a
They've never had a
136.
60-point game in the W.
No. Maybe like before. This is just active.
Oh, okay.
So maybe
active,
at one
yeah,
point
yeah.
back, whenever.
That's
But-
wild. Fucking Bam Adebayo, man. Because that's literally, you said it, like the LSU game was taking fucking forever.
Forever, yeah.
And normally obviously I love LSU baseball. Like normally I'm not like wanting the game to end, but it was like 8-4. We had kind of, pulled away a little bit.
Right,
It seemed
right.
like it was moving in the direction of a win. I wanted to be able to free up that screen to watch Bam because I also had the World Baseball Classic on the other screen. Another insane thing that
Right,
happened last
which was
night. The
disappointing.
fucking manager had no idea what was going on.
Well, since
But,
we've already booked our spot. Yeah, no, you haven't qualified yet, actually, Coach.
Fucking insane. Just make me the manager.
Yeah, I'll do
I
it.
could fucking put Gunnar Henderson and Bobby Witt in the lineup.
Yeah.
They have no idea. He has no idea how to make the fucking lineup. He's an absolute idiot. He keeps starting Ernie Clement for some reason.
That was one of the biggest debacles. And then did you see what Bryce Harper said?
What did Bryce Harper say?
So first of all, look, Bryce Harper's an interesting. He lives in a world of only him because
Right.
nobody's done what he's done.
He is the LeBron James of baseball.
Absolutely, like
kind
he
of.
can kind of do whatever he wants, and he is
Yeah.
probably one of the most talented players to ever pick up a bat, ball, glove, what.
What?
Before he was on McAfee, and gave out like this whole spiel. They were at the training site for Team
Oh, I
USA,
did see this.
and he was like talking about the pride and playing for Team USA, and it's us on the hat. They left out the A for a reason because it's all about us. Like, it's all about the team, and we're playing for Team USA. All this, patriotism that is clearly feigned, because after they get curb stomped with a manager that doesn't know the rules to pool play World Baseball Classic, which is insane. But now he's up there going, this isn't the Olympics. Like, y'all can chill out a little bit about the World Baseball Classic. Like, whenever we get to the Olympics, then you'll see what Team USA is all about. It's like, brother, you just sold me a bill of goods. If they're talking about how important this is to you, you lose one game, and you're like, if we get eliminated, we get eliminated. Yeah, but the Olympics is in, 28?
Yep.
That's when you'll see the real, what, are you going to fly a plane there? Because I would pick Paul to do that. But that's the problem with this whole thing, is you see the passion with every other country is playing, and then you see Team USA treat it like it's almost an inconvenience, and it just sucks. Like, baseball is supposed to be fun,
right?
And it's America's pastime, and you see like Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, Japan, Italy, like playing with this fervor of this is the most important thing in the world to them at the moment.
Shout out Cags.
And instead,
played for Italy last night.
Mm-hmm. It's a good pickup. What about DiGiacomo?
I don't think he was out there.
Could have been though. Very.
Well, I think you have to be good at baseball.
And he wasn't good at baseball. He cried on the show whenever he had to leave LSU. I was like, damn, this means a lot to me.
I did like him.
Yeah, so take it back.
Giovanni.
Yeah, Giovanni.
It would be it's a great name for
Gio Giacomo.
Dio Giacomo, that guy.
That's all they had was just white guys with like Italian names.
Yeah, it's a cool
we'll
thing
throw fucking Michael Lorenzen out there. Like Pasquantino,
Mike
he's
Piazza.
on the team. Caglianone.
I just think it's awesome. I mean, like, if you're, say Carl Ravitch is on the call.
Oh no!
You've got to go all in on. You got to sound Italian and say, "Oh, Giovanni DiGiacomo."
Oh yeah, it's
like how my dad does at fucking ethnic restaurants.
Yeah.
Adopt have the lasagna.
Adopt the culture for no fucking reason. White guy.
You almost did it when we were at.
Oh no, I did it. I did it. It's a problem. We've talked about this.
Family.
And no, I have a problem with code switching.
Right.
It is a big problem in my life.
So does Koji.
Yo, booyala, mama, hey.
Comes in full hoodie on.
No, Caglianone is a monster.
Yeah, but no, it's like the Team USA thing. It is of course. At some point, like this is a perfect Brian Kelly. You're spoiled. Like this should be like you're doing it for free, but they're also worried about their contracts in Major League Baseball, which I get at $400 million is a lot of money. The chances of you getting hurt are whatever. Right. You have insurance. It'll be fine. But at least have fun. Like, it's a cool thing to be able to do. You should be proud of yourself and then also enjoy it. But to act like it's not a big deal and it's like a cumbersome experience to go play baseball in Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
And you had Mexico take over your state.
Yeah.
Literally.
James K. Polk would have been rolling in his grave.
James K. Polk never would have let that fucking happen. He fucked up those Mexicans so bad. They pulled out the Mexican-American War so fast.
Never mind. That's what I want.
White, I've got our next gig here. Hidden Valley is hiring ranch ambassadors to travel Europe and test ranch on local food.
Dude, I'll fuck up. Ranch is the best.
The
problem is I don't like Hidden Valley Ranch.
The brand will send 2 duos across multiple European countries, all expenses paid, to create content and test ranch on different products.
The thing is, like, I should apply. like honestly, like that's kind of what I do.
Okay, I'm looking up how to apply right now.
And I love ranch.
Well,
but the thing is, fucking Europe's got all these pesky regulations. You can't put chemicals. It probably tastes like shit.
Well, no, you don't. The thing is, are you testing it in Europe?
Mm-hmm.
And you're whipping out ranch in Europe?
Yep.
You will get, like, this is a...
They don't like ranch in Europe.
No, you will get hate. Like, you'll get spit on. Like, you don't put anything on our food. It doesn't need ranch. They don't use ranch in Europe. They have olive oil, salt, pepper.
Yeah, no, I know.
Our food is good. Mm-hmm. You don't need ranch. And if you did ranch on pizza in Italy, like, you'd get threatened and burned with a cigarette.
Okay. How about you figure out the fucking AC thing, and then you
No, they don't need it. They don't use ice, though. And speaking of Italy, I mean, that's a lot of eliminated, not a lot of advances.
Yeah.
What I can't really...
Well,
I'm about to apply for us to be ranch ambassadors.
Dude, fucking Tingle and Co. from Istanbul eating ranch.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Put it in a cannon.
Be awesome.
You could get one of those like caulk guns.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Could you imagine going out in Europe, right, getting really, really fucked up, partying all night, and then you get back to the wherever you fucking live, 2 a.m.? Oh, LSU versus Mississippi State baseball starting. Let's fucking watch it until 5 a.m.
Ranch party.
Might be the greatest day in the hit that you could possibly build.
The ranch boys, you have to tarps off, covered in ranch. You just slather yourself and walk around the city and eat off each other.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'll let someone do a ranch boobaloo shot.
Yeah, the boot.
Yeah, I'll do it. I love ranch. But the thing is, I don't like Hidden Valley Ranch.
That's right. I'm signing this up right now.
Hidden Valley Ranch is not the best ranch.
So I'm
What's
signing.
going on? How's the
Charles,
adoption process going?
The what?
The adoption process.
Man, I talked to an attorney and he said you're we could have a little difficulty because you're a little older.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
18.
You got to forge some documents.
That's all right.
I'm not forging anything.
Not that important.
Believe me.
Keep getting the spare bedroom ready. We'll make it work.
Listen, you missed it.
I know. I'm so
know.
mad about it.
If-
I know. I'm so mad about it.
If you lived in Baton Rouge,
This would have been a
Well,
problem.
that's why I'm asking about the adoption process. Get it going.
I don't
Get
have
this.
to adopt you. I didn't adopt him. I didn't adopt him.
But they live in Baton Rouge.
All you
They
can
were
do is
already
live in
here.
Baton Rouge.
It's hard. It's difficult. I need a sponsor. I'm gonna need a sponsor.
Heck, a sponsor.
Yeah.
He did miss out last night.
I know. I'm mad about it.
I left before they hit the Grand Slam.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you did.
messed up.
I listened to it. It
Yeah.
sounded great.
Yeah.
Probably the traffic.
455 feet. He hit that.
That's
ball.
got to be one of the top 5, 10
he crushed
longest balls hit.
Because
Because
when
when
Jared
Jared Jones,
off the bat.
yeah, which is crazy.
I know. I mean, I know it's a lot, but 109 to go 455. I mean, he hit 118 into the ground.
Yeah,
game
that's
one.
crazy. But Jared Jones's home run last year against Tennessee was 460.
Yeah.
I think, and that was the second longest ball hit at Alex Box, the new Alex Box ever.
Right,
I think
right.
Dykeman has the first. So
Yeah.
455
Is
has got to be up there. Brother Martin guy,
Yeah.
my guy. I went to school with him.
See that?
We had detention together.
actually.
Yeah.
School, though, right? 'Cause you were
No, Brother Martin.
I thought you went to Holy Cross.
I went to Brother Martin for 2 years, and then my parents made me transfer.
So you
I got screwed. Yeah. I got fucked.
But I think that's why I feel for you, bud. I feel like I'm drawn towards you because you got fucked and you had to go to Brother Martin.
I know.
Holy Cross.
Yeah, Holy Cross. No, I didn't want to go to Holy Cross. That is the thing. I went to Holy Cross in 6th grade because my cousin was a senior there, so it was easy. Go for 1 year, and then I'll go to Brother Martin. And then
He was somehow recruited to play baseball.
Yeah.
That was his deal.
A Holy Cross?
no, by Brother Martin.
So you'll serve.
I was gonna go to Brother Martin anyway.
You and
but-
Dykeman served detention together?
Yeah, I mean he was old. He was like a senior, and I was
Yeah.
in 7th grade.
But you're
I
already
got
saying-
detention. I got detention because my parents. I missed school because my parents took us on a vacation. So it wasn't I wasn't some
What
fucking
did he do?
hard
Yeah,
criminal. I don't know. He probably fucking was
Did something cool.
finger banging some girl in the bathroom.
You know what's really weird is Brother Martin's all boys school. So was it a teacher, a cafeteria worker?
after I graduated, there were I can't say it on air. There were some stories.
Yeah, I don't want to
came
hear it.
out
I don't want to hear
after.
it. I don't want to. I listen. The less I know, the better. I went to Rummel, so it's a different story.
Well, you know the stories. If you went to Rummel,
Yeah,
you had that.
It wasn't Jesuit.
No, well, okay. We can agree on that. I still drive by just to smell it sometimes. Stinks like shit.
Remind me where I'm not.
Yeah, thank
Look,
gosh.
if you don't do good in this field, stand-up comedy is your go-to.
Oh, thank you, man.
Absolutely.
Maybe I should just go to stand-up comedy. Why am I wasting my time here?
This is just
I could
rap.
be, I could be
Everybody
Shane
has to have a
Gillis.
stepping stone.
I guess that's true.
We
Yeah.
can sign you up for a
We're going to Europe.
we do have
to
a-
try ranch.
We have the
apparently.
comedian lady.
Yeah.
What
Yeah, we
part
do.
of
We have
what
a
part of
connection.
Europe are y'all going to?
He said, I don't know. He's
So
applying.
Hidden Valley Ranch
Right.
is doing this thing called Ranch Ambassadors,
Okay.
where they're sending 2 duos, so 4 people, across Europe to put ranch on all different types of food to see if it works. And they're all expenses paid, so me and Wyatt just signed up for it. Go to
You
Europe.
would
and-
be good at that. Bud. Seriously.
Well, I
and
love
look,
ranch. I have genuinely, there are a few things I'm passionate about. LSU, all you can eat buffets,
And
fucking
ranch.
ranch.
But it's got to be Hidden Valley, right?
No, I actually don't like Hidden Valley, but we won't tell them.
We won't tell them
We
that,
won't tell
of
them.
course
that.
not.
The one in the bottle that you like put in the fridge.
Right.
I don't think that one's that good.
So you have to have the packets and make your own?
No, I like restaurant ranch. Like some restaurants have good ranch.
Some
Hooters has a great ranch.
I'll agree with you.
Wingstop is a great
I
ranch.
I never had Wingstop.
There's a restaurant by my house, Lakeview Harbor, great ranch.
I know Lakeview Harbor on Harrison Avenue.
You know, he knows.
Great ranch.
See, I don't know. I didn't know about
They
him.
got a great hamburger.
They do. It's a
Unbelievable
very
hamburger.
It's a
Hamburger.
very. It's not like the top end stuff isn't going to wow you. They're consistent though.
Correct.
They've got a lot of different good stuff.
He loves talking about food. You're right.
Yeah.
What about Porter Call?
Porter Call.
You never had Porter Call burger?
Oh, Port of Call?
Yeah, Port of Call.
Port of Call is good.
Porter Call burger.
You got me with the Yat accent. I'm in my Baton Rouge brain right now.
That Yat.
No, my dad does it too, and when I'm talking to him, he says like Pellenty and stuff like that. I know what he's talking about. I'm in my Baton Rouge brain right now, though.
Is that
So
protocol? Is the shredded cheese on top? Yeah.
Yes.
Port of Call is good.
Great
See, I just did
burgers.
it. Port of Call.
Porter Call. So for being from New Orleans, what do you put your head on at night?
Oh, I've tested them on this one. What do you lay
your head
on
on at night?
Pillow.
A pillow?
Yeah.
It's a pillow.
Pillow.
See, I don't say pillow. I pride myself on not being a Yat. I've been told I have a Philadelphia accent.
I'm always told I have a New York accent.
See, I've gotten that too, but he says, and other people say, I say two things weird. I say where do you sleep at night? Not in your bed, but in your bed
Room.
See, I say room.
No, you say rum.
Yeah.
Yeah, bedroom.
bedroom.
Oh, I kind of fell into his thing right there.
yeah.
Room.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
And
then out.
The one
I
that
say
you
out.
do and Christian does too. He's from Mandeville. Out. They go
No.
out.
Christian's from Mandeville. That doesn't.
Yeah, I agree.
Doesn't
But he
count.
says it the same exact
What
way.
about
Out.
what do you bottled what?
Water.
Water. I'd say water.
Water?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna get in as I get older.
Yeah, you're
I
gonna
think
fall
I'm gonna
into it.
stop.
Listen,
being
I've been in
ashamed
Baton
of it.
Rouge. I've been in Baton Rouge for 35 years. I can't get rid of it. And when I talk to people on the phone, like from New Orleans, it comes out bad.
Yeah.
And I'm
No,
always like, "Who did you
switches.
talk to today?" And I'm like, "Oh."
See, that's what we were talking about.
tired of hearing it.
We were talking about that earlier. I code switch. It depends. Like if I'm around people who
So,
talk,
like,
I called. We were at the box the other day. I called somebody baby. I said, "Oh, I'll see you later, my baby." Where the fuck did that come from? Who's
So
that?
at some point when you're driving to Baton Rouge, the switch. So is it like Gonzales? Or is it
I think
like
it's
Sorrento?
Laplace. I think it's Laplace.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's Laplace.
That's
It's
quick.
pretty early.
It's
I
quick.
like to get out of my New Orleans thing.
Could you imagine not living there? It'd be awesome.
It would be. I don't want to live in Baton Rouge though.
Why?
I don't like either
here.
of them.
This is the mecca of college athletics.
I agree, but I don't want to live here.
Why?
The only reason
That's-
I
every
would
New
want to live
Orleans-
here
every
is
New Orleans
because
person says that until they move here.
I've lived here though. I went to I went to
not the
college
same.
here, and I didn't
That's not the same.
love it.
It's not the same.
But the thing is, I
you had to get up. You had to go to school. Right now, you don't have to get up and go to school. So
I
you
get up and come here.
I know, but
This
you
is
just
not
come
school.
here. You'd hang out with us. You'd be at
That's
a
true.
baseball game yesterday. I mean, listen.
I did miss that baseball
Lloyd
game.
was walking through the suites picking up food. I'm like, "Hey man, we got food in ours," and he's like, "Yeah, people
He's
are just
scavenging.
People
That's
are just handing me stuff." I'm like, Lloyd's on a prowl, bud.
Yeah.
Lloyd's
the
on
thing
a
is-
prowl.
the thing
He's
is-
gonna be adopted by somebody who suits.
There you
Not
go.
me, but somebody else.
Lane Kiffin. Go find Lane Kiffin.
Hit 3 different suites last
Hey,
night.
There you go.
With a College World Series ring this week.
Hey, not opposed.
But the thing is, I lived in Louisiana for the first 22, 23 years of my life, and then I moved to, this is going to be a controversial opinion, I moved to New York for the summer, and I kind of fell in love with it. And I know a lot of people don't like New York. I loved living in New York. I loved not having a car and just walking everywhere. It was, I loved living in
Were
New
you
York.
heavy then?
I was at the start. By the time I left, I was 40 pounds
So it was
lighter.
good. It was good for you to live in New York. Well,
Yeah, I was getting 15,000 steps a day. I lost
You
40
could
pounds.
you could walk from New Orleans to Baton Rouge.
You could.
And back.
No, I couldn't.
You Forrest
Sure
Gump
you
it.
could.
Just on the side of the interstate.
Well, I mean, unless you know a different route.
I'm gonna die.
No, you won't.
can
We'll
swim.
get you one of those reflective vests.
Yeah. Put him on a unicycle.
Listen,
3X? You gotta. I don't think they make those in 3X.
Yeah, they make them. Uline makes everything.
I'm not there. I can't do it. I can't do it.
So baseball, I think, is back.
That was
Yes.
nice. That was good to see.
Baseball's back.
Finally got some
People are still
rhythm.
complaining. Too many Pass balls to me, wild
Oh,
pitches.
Jesus, yeah, we won.
Uh-huh.
It's all that
And came
matters.
back and won.
Yeah, correct. And that's all we care about is winning. That's all I care about.
And it proved one of the things that Jay wanted to see was, let's see how you handle adversity.
Can
They
you battle
handled
back?
adversity.
And they did it. They did it. I mean, although I know it was Creighton. I know that you'll get that. Oh, it was just Creighton.
Right.
I hear you. But
Better
you
to win than lose.
That's right.
And they pulled it off. And then they go to Nashville this weekend.
And Vanderbilt's
Now
not
the
playing
real
very
season
good.
starts.
Vanderbilt's not playing very well.
And
Arkansas is not playing very well. Tennessee's not playing very
No.
well.
Really,
Florida.
it's Texas,
Mississippi
State,
and that's it.
and that's all that's
And
playing
the rest,
right
yeah.
and the rest. But and look, baseball. We were talking last night. Baseball's
Right.
a long season.
Long
Man.
season.
Don't
It
give
is.
up on them. I'm a sunshine pupper. I know. I read some of the things. Mr. Sunshine.
they
Hey,
call
here's
you
the
in the
deal. I
chat.
just want to win.
Yes.
I mean, is there anything wrong with being positive? I'm not
Not
a
at
glass
all.
is half empty. I'm a glass is half full. I mean, we
Let's
got
see
LSU basketball 11:30.
Come on now.
Only 8.5.
Yeah,
7.5
I was gonna say
last night.
8.5
7.5 last night,
seems-
8.5 this morning.
That's
See, since
surprising.
we moved on FanDuel at all since. I took it at 7.5.
I did too.
Yeah, I think we all went the as much as we love to win, I also love to win money. So our friends.
It's at
Man,
9.5 now.
I'm not saying which side I went to. I'm just gonna say I took
Yep.
7.5.
Those at 7. Yeah, it's at 9.5 now. It's
So you
working its way up as you inch closer to game time.
Feels good to be on the right side sometimes.
Ooh, I like it.
If you're not early,
I
you're
like
late.
it. I like it. So,
Trying to see what the other SEC teams looked like last night.
I gotta go to a meeting.
All right.
Enjoy
You
seeing
got it.
y'all.
Yeah,
we
we
got
got
it tomorrow.
Of course.
Come on.
If you're here.
Yep.
No,
Oh,
there's no show tomorrow. No show tomorrow.
Why?
Oh,
Him.
yeah. I
he's
gotta
got
go to Lake
college.
Charles.
He's got high school basketball.
Headed to Lake Charles for the
don't you do
semifinals.
it?
Yeah, you could
That's what I said.
Huh? Step into the role, bud.
make it
We'll
your
see.
own.
Step up to the plate, pinch hit.
Want to know in the suites?
There you go. Shout out to dude is a legend. Let's go 13 for 13.
I just want to win.
He's not wrong. I mean,
No,
he's
that's
going to win.
And the thing about talking about where you're why people live here. If there was no LSU, I would not be in this city.
No, that's what I'm. That's the only reason I would live in
chance.
Baton
No,
Rouge is
fuck
it's just LSU.
It is.
Which that is it's awesome. It's awesome. Like
It's awesome
when
for one reason,
When I
two
was up here
reasons.
for school, I mean, this is my last semester. I'm all online now. But like when I was bored, yeah, I'll go and fucking drive by Tiger Stadium and just look
course,
at
of
it.
course.
Like that's awesome. Like that's where I fucking grew up. But like
You got a brick.
the day to day, I have a brick. I'm bricked up, spelled fucking wrong, idiot mother. But like other than that, like
Geo
yeah, I don't.
Tigers.
It's not. Yeah, Geo, so stupid. Dude. And you know what's fucked?
So dumb.
My little brother and sister, who
Oh,
couldn't
no.
give a single fuck
About
about
LSU
this
sports.
the university, got GEAUX.
So you were
fully
the
fixed
test case.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I don't
That's
even,
what happens when you let your mother handle things instead of your father.
a big,
I told my dad, I was like, "You really dropped the ball on this," and he was like, "Yeah, I honestly did."
I'm more mad at your dad than your mom.
Yeah.
No, because he was mad too.
Yeah.
Because you know my dad is like the first time he saw it was when I opened the present.
Right.
He was like, "Man, a brick, that's pretty cool. Like she did a good job here."
Yeah,
and then he was like, "You spelled it G-O," and I was like, "Yeah, she spelled it fucking G-O."
And now we're fighting.
And that yeah.
Cajun Curveball, ask Wyatt what he calls the thing you use when it's raining outside. Like when it's
I
raining.
don't use one, but an umbrella.
Okay. He said
Umbrella?
Yats pronounce umbrella differently.
Umbrella.
I think it sounds
I'm
right.
not. I don't think I'm a
Yeah,
yat.
not
though.
yet.
When you're
Yeah,
trying,
I might get there.
You're
Yeah.
actively working against it. Does
Right.
it change when you drink?
Ooh. I go a couple different
You
directions
should have
when I
heard me in
drink.
the Texas Club the other night. I mean, I was sober, but I was talking.
It's
Tell you what,
infection.
I mean, this thing, I tell you, we're hanging out here, and I just want to hang out
She
and
goes,
listen to music.
She go on TV.
It's just I went full
See,
country.
When I do it,
The
'cause
second I put the boots on, it's
it's
just like
oh yeah, and you were in the boots and jeans last night,
I
brother.
was.
When I do it, people know I'm making fun of them, and it's
Right.
not the crowd that you really want to piss off when you're me.
No.
Because slick talking city boy, it's like we're beat the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
And it's like no.
Somebody got
it's
dropped at the Texas Club. The
Hell
Saturday.
yeah, and that's hell yeah,
Hell
brother.
yeah.
Woo.
Dude, brother, man, I
Shit.
tell you what, you better watch out.
That's why I'll put the shit kickers on.
Chris Cagle performing.
Better.
I had never heard a song. It was 25th anniversary tour. We just went for the show,
See,
the
I
vibe.
don't like the country. I don't ever.
No,
wanna
that's
like
why I'll make
country.
fun of it.
Yeah,
That's why I don't
I make
put
fun
myself
of it
in those
too.
situations.
You need to. I'm gonna get. You're coming to the Texas Club one day.
Shit, get
Both
my
of you
steel
will.
toes out.
Yeah. What is?
I don't need no steel toes, brother. My toes are made of steel. When you do labor like I do, you ever shook a callus
Labor
hand?
like I do.
No, your hands came without callus. Well, you got them smooth
Them
hands.
soft hands. Well, I work 40 hours a day.
Shit. Listen to you though. Appreciate you getting through
Appreciate
today.
getting through the morning shift. Sucks early.
It does go all over the place when I drink.
Yeah, hell, whoa.
It just that when I drink, it
What
doesn't
does?
make sense. Like my code switching.
Okay.
Like when I code switch normally, it
Thought you were
normally
talking
makes
about
sense with the people that I'm with.
Yeah.
Right.
But when I'm drinking it,
You're just everywhere.
I'll turn into fucking hold the mayo.
Yeah.
Just randomly. Say, bruh.
yeah.
Say, bruh.
What's up, bruh?
Robert Downey Jr.
Chef, hold up. The
Yeah,
Texas
like-
Club's still around. It's still rocking and rolling.
Every single Thursday.
Flatland Cavalry will be there next weekend.
Who?
Flatland Cavalry.
That sounds like,
A terrible band.
yeah. What do they sing about?
They have one song. It's called
I wish we won the war.
Sleeping Alone.
Cavalry's coming. No, they aren't.
Where's it at? Here it is.
Crazy fucking chirp.
We're gonna get copyrighted. Did people cry at the Texas Club? I bet you know how many people
I'm telling you, the thing you would enjoy the most about it
watching.
is people watching. It is one of the wildest places because it's such a crazy group of people.
What is the Texas Club?
So it's basically like it's just really for concerts now. It's country concerts.
It's for the hoedown.
There's a stage where they do the concert. There's a
Oh, see,
floor.
I wouldn't like this place.
Right, they have the floor, and then they have like the seating area on the side with the bars, and they have tables and stuff. But it's such a the
Lord.
ages in that place range from 18
to 85.
Like you can get in at 18, so people start going there at 18 to like 75. Like it
That's
is
wild.
every age of human being there. It's crazy.
I wouldn't fit in. I'm not big on the whole country scene.
Yep.
I don't.
You would
wear
enjoy
boots.
people watching though.
See, I don't like people watching because I feel like I can never see the right people. I feel like I'm more one of the people that people watch and like look at that
these people
fucking
are hard to
jackass.
miss.
Maybe I don't know.
They're like grinding to.
Yeah, see, that doesn't look
Yeah,
like.
I tell you
I
what.
don't really like going out in general
Right,
because
right.
fucking large groups of people piss me off.
No, it was Chris
But-
Cagle the other night. She didn't look anything like this.
Yeah,
No
that looks
offense,
like
Chris.
hell.
Is that
But-
Garth?
Oh, I don't think so. I mean, I've gone a couple of times where it's been
Wall to wall.
packed out in there.
Who
Like,
moves the needle?
Well, it just depends. I mean, they used to get like more prominent artists than they do now. But like, I mean, Riley
Damn.
Green performed there, and
He's pretty
popular
big.
now.
I saw him live.
And so when he performed there, it was pretty big. Zach Top last year performed. He's very popular. Treaty Oak Revival had that place packed.
Ron White.
What?
Ron White?
Ron
Not a
White?
porn star?
No, that's Tater Salad. The comedian.
The comedian.
Do they do stand up there?
But one thing they've started doing at Texas Club is they've been doing the MMA fights.
Oh yeah, you don't even have to
That
pay. I mean, you can get those
is-
for free.
Yeah, but those are sick. They pop that ring in the middle of the floor.
Oh, I bet they love it.
Dude,
Nothing like good.
That might be where my brother is boxing
it might be.
in a couple weeks. I'm so fucking agitated that I can't go anymore.
What happened?
I'm going to Biloxi that
going to
weekend
Biloxi.
with
Oh
my.
yeah,
we're
Blues
going.
Trip.
It's two of my
Oh
friends.
yeah.
We're going
Oh, are y'all actually going?
Oh, we should. We
Dude,
have to.
please
What's
film
his-
my brother.
What's his name?
Sawyer.
Sawyer. We're
Vaughn.
gonna watch Sawyer.
Yeah.
O and O.
That's a good.
Yeah.
That is a good name too.
What's his
not.
nickname?
Wyatt Vaughn and Sawyer Vaughn? Those are good names.
What's his?
My mom calls him Cub, but I don't.
Is that what his boxing name is? Does he have a nickname?
I would assume not. He hates that.
Wait, what's your nickname from your mom?
I don't really have
Wyatt?
one. Yeah, just Wyatt.
Okay. You didn't
What's
get
your middle
Cub?
name?
William.
WW.
The
my dad's
gloves
name.
for Gleason 2?
Probably.
The gloves
It's
for
like
Gleason
March
2?
27th.
March 27th, 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Doors open at 7 at the
Where
Texas
is it?
Club.
It is actually at the Texas Club? Are you fucking kidding me, man? I'm so mad I can't go, dude. March 27th. That's a Friday.
It's a Friday night.
I can't go. I can't fucking
How do you
go.
spell Vaughn? Is it with an A or an N?
No, there's no A. We branched off from those.
He's not on the internet.
Vaughn. Who's my brother?
Yeah.
Oh, tough shit.
$60 for a ticket.
Is it
To get
boxing
into-
or MMA?
MMA.
Boxing.
No, it's boxing.
Oh, is it MMA?
I don't know.
God.
It might be
I
boxing.
thought it was just boxing.
It might be.
He's been training for it. I know. Like I
Yeah.
don't. Like,
It might be boxing.
He's
I know
got,
they've
like-
done MMA, so this might just be boxing.
I know it's like amateurs, so I think he has to wear like the headgear and then like
Oh.
the
Yeah.
big poofy like diaper
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But
That's
still,
okay. At least it'll be safe-ish.
At least we'll be safe-ish.
We'll take bets.
please,
Run around,
please,
take
if
bets.
if you're
yeah.
able to see him fight, please film it.
Oh, yeah,
I want
yeah,
to see
I'll
it
get
so
on video.
bad.
Do you want him to win or lose?
I want him to win. Why would I want my brother to lose?
I didn't know if he was like, you got your ass kicked.
No, you gotta
Oh,
support
no. I mean, if he loses, I'm going to say that.
Yeah, of
but
course.
no, I don't. I want him to win, obviously. I want him to knock the fuck out of somebody.
him. Yeah, that would be sick. That would be a great brother moment.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And you're not going to
dude.
be there.
I know, I'm so mad, dude.
We will be, though.
We'll FaceTime you.
Please do.
Yeah.
That'd be so awesome. I would love to see it. Cause my boys would love to see it, too.
Yeah, we'll get
all
you a
be in
pair, we'll
Biloxi.
get Lloyd pair of boots.
Fuck yeah.
Jeans.
See, I can't. I'm not.
Boot
I don't
cut?
even like wearing jeans.
The first time I went to the tennis club, I didn't wear boots and jeans.
Yeah, and
you
you
kinda
felt
walk
out
in
of
Did you
place.
feel awkward?
Yeah, I bought boots.
You were
before
like
the
Miley
next time.
Cyrus in Party in the
Yeah,
USA.
I was like, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
You get made fun of.
This is my like shorts
Yeah.
and like dirty sweatshirts.
I think I looked. I probably looked country last night.
You did.
Yeah.
In your tight little
Whoa.
squeezable jean pants.
What? Jeans were not tight.
Oh, tight.
They were tight.
That's what the ladies are saying.
Oh, the
Nice.
ladies.
Mm-hmm.
That's my baby. She was there.
No, I didn't
My
see
baby
her.
was there.
I didn't see her. We didn't go through that entrance.
Starving.
No.
I've seen that.
I feel it.
Here we go.
I did feel kind of bad. I told her my ribs were showing, and they clearly are not.
Yeah, on my plate.
Yeah, literally. I didn't put my contacts in today.
Get up there. Get all in there nice and deep like. What is this about?
I mean, I feel like hits, walks, inning pitched. I feel like this is baseball, right? Yep.
Whip.
Bap it.
Bap it. Would have known that.
Because you've got San Francisco.
That's fun to say.
Screw yourself.
Bobby
San Francisco.
Orr. When's Orr is a hockey man.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would assume
Shooting.
it's not Arizona. It's San Francisco, Seattle, Los Angeles, St. Louis are all cities, not Arizona. Because Arizona's a state.
But Seattle is up there too.
Seattle's a city.
yeah, I see.
Los Angeles and Seattle. These are all cities.
Oh. Oh, belts. Nice. Black belt. Brandon belt.
Wow, that's a good pull.
Title
belt.
belt.
Title belt. But Sawyer is fighting for. Nice. Thank you, Johnny L.
Johnny L. That's the purple.
What would these be? What is Ingla?
I have no idea.
San Francisco, Seattle Mariners.
Arizona Cardinals. St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh, Los Angeles Cardinals. Well, they're just birds.
Yeah, I mean the Seattle Seahawks, but what else is a bird? Hunter Hall, you know that picture you posted Sunday? I thought, dang, Noah got a little more hillbilly in him than I thought.
It's a bit.
It says Hunter Hall.
What? What is it? Birds. Seattle Seahawks. Los Angeles Rams. Los Angeles. What's the other one? This is tough. We're in a bad spot. We just need one, though.
Need one.
Bobby Orr. Bossy. Bruce Bochy. Is it something where like a letter is missing?
I'm trying to figure out.
Seattle Seahawks. Seattle.
What is the
Mariners.
Iginla?
I don't know.
That's what's
idea.
confusing me.
All I know is Bobby Orr on this so far. And he was a hockey man.
And what is
Like
bossy?
a person, Jerome.
Uh-huh.
Jerome.
Ingela.
Ginla. So I mean, it would be that or
I kind of don't want the chat to help us. I kind of want to figure this out.
I have no earthly idea.
I don't either.
Okay, St. Louis
Blues.
or Iginla and Bossy,
What is that?
hockey players.
Oh, Martin St. Louis. Bobby Orr, Bossy, and Ginla. Nice.
All right. I mean, this is the NFC West.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably should have got that.
We got it.
But the fact that St. Louis was in there
threw
as a
us off.
fifth,
Right.
yeah, it did throw me off.
Martin St. Louis.
Let's go 9 for 9 now.
Are you getting sick?
Me?
Yeah.
You do sound a little.
A little congested.
I feel fine.
Might have to cancel the show tomorrow.
Well, funny enough, I'll be on a
Bus.
charter bus on the way to Lake Chuck.
What do you do on the bus?
Sleep.
You sleep.
What answer were you looking for there?
Yeah. Well, what else would I do?
Like what?
Like, I don't know if you. How far is the ride?
2 hours.
See, some people
We
don't
stop. We stopping out. We're stopping in Lafayette to shoot around at ULL, and then
Back on the bus.
Back on
Sweaty?
the bus.
Y'all shower?
it's not. It's just shoot around. They're not gonna sweat.
Well, probably should before a playoff game.
I mean, they'll probably shower when we get to the hotel. The
hope.
game's at 8 p.m.
Oh, yeah, plenty of time.
How many people to a room?
Rub?
I mean, players, it's 4 to a room.
2 and 2?
Coaches, it's 2.
Who are you sleeping with?
I don't know. One of the other coaches.
Do you have a favorite?
No.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean-
if you'd have been like, yeah, my boy.
I
Like,
mean, when we were in Natchitoches, I shared a room with Greg,
Oh, nice.
who's the next youngest.
That's where I was
Before me,
going.
yeah.
How old?
He's in his 30s.
I wouldn't say it like that.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah.
He's probably close to your age.
So, who'd be more fun?
But he also coached me, which is funny.
Yeah, it is funny. Y'all talk about, you ever go back down memory lane? It's like, if we had 5 Nova Tingles.
this
We
is.
would
I've
suck.
already. This is.
Also, Via Vergara and freaking Michael Keaton.
Interesting.
Is that Michael Keaton?
It is Michael Keaton, I think.
It's that jacket.
Making Sofia Vergara look awful.
It's tough to do.
It is very.
I think
tough
she's
to
making
do.
Michael Keaton look good.
Yeah.
Sofia Vergara with an Adam's apple is kind of.
You look past it.
It's an F in Sophia, I believe.
Stephanie, what if it's her husband in Modern Family?
Oh, the old guy. I need to watch Modern Family.
You
That's
would
that's a
like it.
sitcom that
It
I
is.
actually would like. I see clips of it all the
Celebrity
time.
Master yesterday, Ray Romano.
Oh, fuck, man. I would have nailed that.
Because who did we think it was? The guy from Felder.
Yeah, you thought it was Nathan Felder. Then I was like, he's not that fat, and then it was Ray Romano.
Is this a...
Raiders. wide
What's
receiver.
the dude who went to Notre Dame?
Troy Brown? Tim Brown?
Yeah, is it Tim Brown? That's the only, like, Raiders wide receiver that I can think of from this
also,
span.
it could be Jerry Rice did play for the Raiders.
Tim Brown, I think.
Yeah, but he didn't play for him for 15 years.
Yeah, I don't know if they were just saying he was.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Timothy Brown, Notre Dame, the Rocket, Ishmael,
LSU.
Wow.
wasted him.
I mean, no.
Did kind of... Well,
I mean, I guess kind of.
I love Mason Taylor so much, but that dropped pass against Alabama in 2023 still makes me mad.
Well, the one in 2022 was okay.
No, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, he called a couple
No,
plays,
he was a
right.
phenomenal fucking player, but
Yeah.
like you were in the 2023 game, the offense had to be perfect to win
Right,
that game,
right,
and that was the one
And then Jaden
time
got
you
knocked
fucked
out.
up. Yeah, and then Jaden got knocked out, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. But
Japan, United States, is it?
this is DR.
You think so? Or
I know so.
Okay.
Look at this guy. Last
The only other one that was close was Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Who is that? Is that Christian?
Christian dude was hammered.
Are they?
last night.
When do they come back from spring break?
He was so drunk. He goes, "I want to go to spring break with y'all next time." And Noah and I were like,
Like, bro, we don't go. To
I
spring
respect
break.
that. No, I respect
Yeah,
that.
Nice.
A Tingle and Co.
appreciate it.
spring break would go
be-
fucking
it would be
hard.
awesome. Look, I'm not gonna play the audio of him talking to me, but just
Yeah,
look
please
at his
don't.
face while he's talking.
Oh,
You
he's
just
yeah,
tell.
he's
I mean,
ripped. He's ripped.
That was Turkey.
Yeah, he's fucked up.
A failed military operation which was trying to kill a population
of emu. Oh man, I read about this. Fuck.
Australia.
Mm-hmm. Is it?
The emu
Dude,
war. The 1932.
It wasn't that
emu
long
war.
ago, and I think it was like tough. Like the emus fought back.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't as easy as they thought it would be. Like they banded together.
Well, they failed.
They failed in the emu war.
That's what it says.
Yeah,
A failed military operation.
Yeah, I knew.
So they tried to fuck up the emus, and the emus were like, "We're not fucking going anywhere, dude."
Exactly.
Like,
They're not an easy bird to take out.
yeah,
No, you're playing with right now. We're emus.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's an interesting read.
I don't know this General Mills.
This is
cereal,
I
brand
would.
cereal.
This is something I'd be interested in. I have a friend who lives in Australia right now. But apparently, he likes it.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it would be cool.
Because he's in marine biology or whatever. And the night he left, I hugged him and told him, you know,
Good day.
it was good knowing him because I'm scared of Australia. I think he's gonna die.
It is going to play.
Top 10 most venomous snakes and spiders, and you got sharks out in the ocean. Like he's not gonna make it.
Yeah. Oh, the thing about that is, they like get in your shoes
Yeah.
and they crawl out your toilet.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That is my fear. The toilet thing. I shouldn't say this on air. I used to have a problem until I was like 14 because I wouldn't sit all the way down on the toilet.
Well,
I would like hover.
Good legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean back then I could hover, and then at some point the dumper got too big and I had to fucking plop that thing down.
Yeah. Like oh well.
But yeah, I literally used to like
Be scared.
yeah, and like
I mean, it is because there's nothing you can do. There's no way to know.
no, that's it. That's like the most vulnerable position you could be in. Mm-hmm. Like there's nothing worse than that.
Especially when you lay down to pee. You don't do that.
I don't even understand how that would work.
Do you remember like planking?
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
On the toilet?
Mm-hmm.
But what are the points of
But
contact?
the toilet's raised off the ground.
So I think he's saying the points of contact here are he's laying on the
bowl
toilet.
like this?
Yeah. Water's cold.
You're not. No, don't even. Only Poggi.
You don't know this?
Yeah. Oh, this fucking guy's got a massive hog. All right. God, I hate when the tip of my dick dangles into the water.
Poggi
Never has happened
Poggi
once.
broke his knee
What?
on spring break.
That was great.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. That
good
is
wife.
fucking incredible. Gosh. I miss Poggi and Christian. I wish they were here. Arsenal's got a big fucking game today, my boys, man.
Casey Affleck for Best Actor feature. Oh, is this the man in the seaboat?
I have no idea.
It is. I don't know the name of the movie that his brother wrote it for him or he wrote it. It's not good, but what's the name of this? What?
I've never seen this before.
He gets depressed and he like lives on the harbor. I've never seen it, but
You know everything about these questions except for the answer.
I'm not big on answers, but I do know
Apparently.
stuff. But if like you said the answer, I would know it.
Right.
So
Well,
I'm not
that
very-
doesn't fucking help
No,
us at
it
all.
doesn't, but
In the course of the game.
I'm not good at trivia, but I'm good with trivia. Manchester by the Sea. See, I wasn't. See, so
See?
Ah, see.
me and Dwight seesaw all the time.
Music. Love will lead you back. Don't rush me. I'll always love you.
I haven't had one I could sing in fucking forever. It's starting to bother me.
Mariah Twain. Manchester by the Sea.
Mariah Twain?
Mhm.
Not a person.
Yeah. Mark Twain.
Mhm.
Shania Twain.
Mark
Mariah.
You literally fused Shania and Mark.
and Mariah.
No.
Mariah Carey.
You did Mariah Carey and Shania
Mariah Twain.
Okay.
I did it on purpose. So that's not the answer.
Taylor Dane.
Oh,
Who's that?
Taylor Dane. Dane.
What?
Taylor Dane.
13 for 13.
Oh, it's a girl. Oof.
New Megan Fox pictures dropped. I don't know if I'm sure everyone here saw that.
Who is the other one? The 50 Shades of Grey girl?
Dakota Johnson.
Yeah, I think they're doing a little war here.
Yeah.
Spelled with an O and an H.
Wow, People Magazine, you know what they named the most influential product of the century?
Internet? Twitter.
Air fryers.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Good pick. Good pick.
Did y'all also see the college football playoff put out that bracket a couple weeks ago, or like a week ago, and they had LSU 2019 as like the 6th seed?
I did see that.
Well, the championship round has come, and it's 2019 LSU and 2018 Clemson is the championship. Well, no, it's the year before Clemson.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's still
that team is underrated though.
Of course.
I think that Clemson team
But
is better than 2020 Alabama.
Who did they lose?
Dexter Lawrence, Christian Wilkins, Cleveland Furl.
guess it was
3
defensive
first-round
linemen.
picks on the D-line. And they had a fourth one, too, who was like 3rd or 4th rounder, who was really, really good.
We're about to get off.
You eat sloppy Joe?
Sure.
You eat sloppy Joe? You eat sloppy Joe?
I'll eat sloppy anything. They know. The people know. I'll eat sloppy anything.
We'll be back tomorrow morning, 8 to 10 a.m.
Will
No,
we?
we won't.
No,
we'll
we
be
won't.
back sometime this weekend. We'll let you know.
Watch party.